Good morning, everyone. Today I also wanted to look cute, but today, round one, the blanket won. I don't know why when I woke up, I felt really incredibly comfortable inside, under my blanket and on the bed, and I just really didn't want to get out of it. So I postponed the stream for like, what was it, 30 minutes? So I just got a little bit more like awake, and I could actually just like get up. Uh, but at the end of the day, I needed to get up in order to postpone it. So when I got up, I kind of just like got out of that comfy feeling of being under my blanket. So I just like I still took it as a little bit of a rest. And even my kitty's happy to see me that I'm not on the bed because she can't get on the bed. It's too tall for her. She's too fat to get on top of the bed. Too fat. She likes under the neck province or under the chin province. So yesterday, not that. Yesterday we played chapter 11, but there was a little bit of an issue with chapter 11 in that in order to be able to actually finish the story, this stage right here was actually locked behind doing all of the extra stages. And I did notice that all of the stages at the end have some sort of like movie. So remembering all the way back to chapter 9, this little icon is very important. It's very important. So I didn't touch it at all, and I waited until today in order to be able to see it. Now, weirdly enough, I thought to myself, oh, maybe I just need to do one of the EX5s in order to be able to actually do the next chapter. So I did World 1, and I noticed that it wasn't unlocked. And I was just like, maybe I can cheese it, and by doing World 3, and maybe this is the flag that is gonna make it so that I can actually do the story. And I finished it, and I was just like really confused. Well, I mean, of course it wasn't gonna work. They actually coded it well enough so that I needed all of them. But for some reason, the next chapter, the EX chapter, ended up getting unlocked off of finishing World 3. So, yeah, that was kind of weird. Okay, fix my headset. Also, I noticed that well, of course, I used all of my little like manifest thingies in order to be able to make my Valkyrie stronger. I got a pretty strong Seele. She's the one that I was using to finish off like the physical enemies, or most of the enemies that didn't have some sort of like physical immunity in the little EX chapters, as well as one of these titties. Because I liked her because she was fast and she was like my strongest character for the longest time, and her because she just deals elemental damage, and I needed someone to deal elemental damage. But the problem is that even though I wanted to use both of the titties, I pretty much never got another cross weapon. These two weapons are the weapons that I had to use. Sorry, are the only weapons that I was able to use up until I finished the last EX stage. And then I did the little like gotcha rolling kind of thing, and I got this one. Nearby elements gain hit rate of the shower of blades. Characters attacking enemies. There's a 24% chance to heal the team. I don't think I have impair though, so I think this is useless to me. But anyways, this has like more attack, so it's like more attack is better. So yeah, I probably could have used it, but I wasn't able to. Probably put it on her since she's like a little bit stronger. Where is she? Who knows if I'm actually equipping them well. I tried to quote unquote equip them well by giving them like oh, they deal physical damage, so I'm giving look for some sort of like physical buff or some normal attack buff or some ultimate attack buff that they can actually use. But you're locked out of a lot of things in this like mode. They don't really give you like the full-on trial characters that they've been giving you in like the other chapters. So yeah, there's a little bit of thinking on this one, and it really isn't that easy because it's like they do have like some like the recommended stuff that recommended like stigmata or recommended weapons that you can use, but you don't really end up like unlocking them on this. It's not as easy as how it currently is. Like for example, if you look at the new character, you have it's very easy to tell which ones are the ones that you're supposed to use. Like, she's always going to be using this yo-yo, and she's always going to be using this set of like equipment of stigma equipment, and that's pretty much it. It's just like that's all you need in order to be able to have her like full equipped. But on this, you need to like think a little bit. Like there's like a lot of like stigma, and not all of them can like fit your character. I didn't notice that some of them were just like, oh, this looks good to use, but the set bonuses aren't really that good. Like, there's some really weird set bonuses. There's just like some like random like, oh, you can you heal for like 200 HP every like 10 seconds when you do an attack, or or you gain movement speed, and it's just like, I don't want this useless stats. I want damage. Or there's like even one where it's just like on set 2, I think you gain a little bit more of defense, and it's just this doesn't sound like a stat that I would actually want, because from playing like whatchamacallit, oh god, am I actually forgetting the name of that game? Epic 7? I think it is called Epic 7. Oh, I actually forgot its name. I guess I'm still a little bit like asleep. There's like different like scaling for characters. Like some want specifically crit. Actually, like most of your characters want crit. There's some that have like higher scalings on some crit. Some have scalings on like attack, and some have scalings on HP. And you want to like get that stat up. And there's like no character that I saw that had whatchamacallit, like defense scaling or like HP scaling. Hello Storm, how's it going? I'm thinking of finishing this like little chapter and doing chapter 11 EX. So yeah, I think I went on yapping for way too long. So let's start looking at the movies that like, if they're making you finish all the EX stages in order to be able to play the next main story stage, then I'm gonna guess that this is important in some way, shape, or form. Hopefully. I hope that this is like sort of like important. If not, then it just kind of sucks that I just got locked out because I needed to do the extra stages, because the extra stages didn't really have much. They were just like challenge stages. Right, let's go into World 1 EX movie.
ここは聖フレイヤ学園。あなたの家になるところよ。家。どういう意味なの？すぐにわかるわ。先生たちは時間通りに治療を受けないと怒られるから。
He's still stuck in that world of being just like an experiment.
安心して、もう二度と来ないわ。そうだ。まだあなたの名前を聞いていなかったわね。W317。そういうのじゃなくて、名前はあなたを象徴するもの。人に呼んでほしい呼び名よ。
Oh, thank you very much, Storm. I'm glad you liked it. I'm having like a way too much fun with this game. It's a lot going on, and yesterday was really rough. I'm really biased with like Otto, and it's just like I the entire thing that happened on like World 2, it got me like full on devastated. The boy bowed his head as he tried to figure that out.
僕もみんなみたいに名前を持っていいの？もちろん。これはあなたの自由だから。ベルト。
This actually sounds like the same situation that happened in like the visual novel, but I think it was Einstein that gave Welt his name. I can't remember. It's like right at the start. I think he also had like some sort of like serial code name. and that's and after that, that was when Einstein gave Welt his name.
僕の名前はベルト。
So even though this is like another sort of like story, it's still following on like what was happening on the main world, sorta. So these are like complete epilogues for all of the worlds, and that's taking the Joachim, but it's not Joachim. The little boy, which is supposed to be Welt, quote unquote Welt Joyce from that world, and saving him from being like an experiment and taking him over to Saint Freya in order for him to be free, and then he gains his name that's Welt, and then he becomes probably someone good. He becomes like the first Herrscher.
先に生きしあなたよ。主のために荒れ野の道を備えよ。
And since he took up the orphanage, now he's using the same suit that the priest Otto was using, which I really like. I'm really sad that they don't have a model for him with that suit.
なぜ先に行く人がいるのかと僕に尋ねるのなら、死が先に訪れただけ。悲しみ、苦しみ、恐怖はもう二度と来ない。過ぎたるものは過去だから。あなたの行くところ、僕たちは知っている。あなたが歩んできた道も、僕たちは知っている。神父様、あなたは先に行ったけど、
Saint Freya Orphanage.
孤児院のドアを閉じることはないわ。
So on this world, instead of Saint Freya becoming a school, it becomes an orphanage, and Otto manages it instead of Cecilia.
これは私
Por
とヨーフ
Teresa.
の選択であり、私たちが歩く道である。
Joachim and I made the choice. This will be our path. So in this world, probably instead of being Otto and Teresa, it's Joachim and Teresa being the helper.
神様、どうか見守ってください。神様、
お
どうか見守ってください。僕たちの英雄を。神様、どうか見守ってください。私たちの父親を。
And instead of her calling her priest, she calls him father. Like family father. And now for the roughest one, World 3, where pretty much everything that could have gone bad went bad in terms of the story of Welt and the first Herrscher.
この世を離れる前にこんな風に叱ってくれる人がまだいるとは。
He's still holding on to the name of the first Herrscher instead of being Welt.
こんなにも勢いがあって反論できないほどに。ジョイス本人しかいないと思っていた。
Joachim no. Yeah, he has like I still can't remember what it is, because I remember his father, because who was it, either Einstein or Tesla gives him a very unique name, and they always call him that way. It's like the Scottish man or the Finland man, and they always call him like that, and that's the only reason that I can remember where the name might be coming from. But he does have a really weird name. It also gets mentioned in the second eruption, like how to read it. Well, not how to read it. It gets mentioned like once when Welt is going like through his memories before he goes to the moon. But yeah, it's a really. It's a long name and it's a weird name to pronounce.
でも、もう彼に会う資格はない。
No one answered him. Silence reigned over the charred battlefield. The Herrscher tried to open his eyes, but there was nothing but endless darkness. Soft, silent footsteps approached.
バルキリー、 俺は誰なんだ。俺は一体何なんだ。
The first Hersher's groaned. His voice turned soft. Soon, there was nothing left but miserable sobs. He remembered crying like this decades ago, when the sun was setting and his hero stretched out his hand. The interesting thing is that this wealth on this world was so fueled with revenge that he was willing to like break his own body. Like at the end when Bronya was fighting him, he there was like a little description that said like every like blood was just like pouring out of like every orifice from his body or something of the sort. So like he was like straining himself because he couldn't take the power of the first Hersher's core as well as the power from the second Hersher's core. So even if he had won like this battle, he was probably gonna end up falling as soon as he finished destroying everything around the Babylon labs. Because if I remember correctly, I think on the second Eruption manga, there's also like there's no talk about him being weaker. Like I think he cannot replicate stuff as well as the true first Hersher, Joyce. Maybe because he's an actual human, and Joyce is not truly human. He was the first moment that he was in the world, he was already a Hersher. So his body was already like sort of like born as a vessel for the first Hersher's core. So taking on the first Hersher's core and using its power to the max, plus using the second Hersher core and trying to use its power to the max as well in order to be able to beat Bronya and kill every single Valkyrie that he can see in his sights and take revenge on ch11, even though he couldn't actually finish off ch11. So we get a happy ending. We get a neutral ending because Otto dies, but it's sort of happy because Joachim stays, and we get a bad ending where Weld becomes a villain, a true villain. Well, literally becomes Sirin. Like I mentioned this before, but everything that Weld does on World 3 literally feels like he took on the personality of Sirin. Alright, now on to the main story. Finished off the main story right here in 1116, and what happened was that apparently Shadow Seele takes over Bronya's body. Not Bronya's body, Sele's body. Like she took over her body when she took revenge on Bronya against Sin. On Bronya against Sin. I think I just used the wrong words. But you get the idea. In Azure Waters, what happened in Azure Waters when Shadow Seele actually just like pushed her down some like imaginary stairs, and Bronya loses here. But the story continues. So what I really want to know is if we're gonna be able to stop the Serpent. That's like the big deal that's going on right now. Like Well did everything. He like sort of like he used his last ounces of his strength in order to be able to stop to stop the Serpent from getting out from the Sea of Quanta, and that's all he wants, and that's probably one of the reasons that he actually puts up all of these trials where Bronya has to go into like different worlds. But Bronya ends up losing here. So are we gonna see the Serpent coming out? Is it gonna show up? The thing that World Serpent is sort of like deifying? I guess there's only one way to find out. The past the abyss, path of light. The traveler trudged in the dark, windy tundra, but the stars lit up a way for her. And now I'm getting back the trial characters. Who has the best leader skill? Probably her. Yeah, her. The support Bronya. Although I think every single Bronya is a support. So far, every Bronya has been a support. It was dark. It was silent. The air was still. There was nothing except a yawning void, an endless gap. The girl fell into the gaping abyss. What happened? She scarcely remembered who she fought. The battle tore at her heart and deepened her sorrows. She couldn't feel anything. Time itself seemed ephemeral. Confusion, loss, and guilt. This emotion swamped her in the bleak darkness.
Bronya.
Joachim. The spark rippled across the dark void like a tear splashing into a serene pond. Something, someone called out from her from the distant light.
Bronya. Dare?
The voice felt strange, yet familiar at the same time. Bronya reached for the light. She saw a faint figure flickering in the brightness.
Joachim.
The light grew stronger and illuminated her entire world. Yeah, you know how it is. The strongest CC against an enemy is absolute death. What is this place? Butterfly.
ゼーレはずっとブローニャお姉ちゃんのそばにいるよ。私。
Don't cut it out! I'm even waiting for it!
ブローニャ。
ここに
来る前に嫌なことを経験してきたと聞いたわ。でも過去にどんなことがあってもそれはもう楽にしなさい。ここを自分の家だと思っていいの。みんな家族よ。
I think if there's an issue that I have with the game, it's probably that. Often... Otto. No, priest.
理屈は分かっていてもなかなか手放せない時は多々あるわ。私がその立場だったらきっとすぐ納得できないもの。しかしあなたが本当に見つけたいのは他人ではなくあなた自身の。
You're doing it for yourself. I still have no idea who the paladin is on the second world. Is it Cecilia? Is it the Callan of that world? Or was it the Fufu of that world? Ah! Anything else? I'm afraid of moving forward. It's already skipping lines. I don't want to skip even more. There we go. But I didn't deal any damage. Yep. I think this is a new track. I don't think I've heard it before on the game. Yes, I was saying I think that my biggest like little pet peeve that I have with the game is just that sometimes the dialogue doesn't like it's weird. Sometimes it skips and sometimes it doesn't show like the next line of dialogue.
君は特別だね。君の過去は他のものとは違う。それが君に年齢にそぐわない。いつか
あなたは過去を乗り越え自分の道を見つけます。
ブローニャ、そう遠くない未来であなたが優秀なバルキリーになっていることを信じているわ。
GGC PTSD. I wish I could have played that game. I wanted to play all of the Hoyoverse games in like chronological order, but GGC doesn't have like a whatchamacallit, a global server. We had it for a time, but we lost it. And apparently the story is also good in that game. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's an absolute shame that I can't play it. Warm light showered on the image of this bubble universe and Bronya herself.
ブローニャ、どこへ行くの？漁師の海です。みんなが、ゼーレがまだブローニャを待っています。ブローニャは自分の責任を果たさなければいけません。ブローニャは漁師の海に行きます。
Title drop. Bronya struggled to use her legs and ran off into the light.
行くんだ、ブローニャ。未来への道は開いたよ。任務完了。
There's JP server with an English patch. Alright, but here's the question. How much of it is it patched? Is it patched up until the most recent whatchamacallit update? Because that's the important part. Because if it isn't, it might be just better for me to actually just look at maybe some sort of like English server to see if somebody has been translating the game. Yeah, it is. Interesting. Past the abyss, deep end of the sea. Go now, Bronya. The path to the future has been opened for you. Joachim's words. And we're back to this character. If Bronya is also in the team also gets 60% total damage multiplier. Maybe I'll just add shield Bronya to top the leader skill and to have that little shield so that I'm not getting knocked down. Maybe that's a little bit better. I just hope there's no physical immune shields. What's that power? Oh yeah. The first time that I fought against her, I fought her with like level 20 characters. And it was really, really tough to actually be able to beat her. In order to actually beat her, I had to like stun lock her like this and just hope for the best. If I can find more information about that English patch, then I might like check it out later on. Because of course I gotta finish with this first. There we go. It's still Shadow Seele. It's better. It's better not to trust the evil sort of like character that is trying to grant you your wishes, because they can, if they can grant you your wish, they can also take away everything else. Does not offer freedom.
ブローニャは約束しました。だからこそあなたたちの命を蛇に任せることはできないのです。ブローニャは自分のやり方でゼーレを連れてここから出ます。
Also, if we let the serpent get out, we don't know like the level of damage that it will, well, do to the real world. We don't know its power. It's powerful enough to take down the first Herrscher, to take down Weldiang, Joachim. And I don't think there's anything that's powerful enough to actually stop it in the, well, at the moment, unless we can find Himeko. And she has that battlesuit, and she dons that and wears that battlesuit that she was using against the second Herrscher. Maybe that's like the only way to actually be able to stop the Serpent if it gets out. Because thinking about like the people that have been showing up and the powers that they have, like probably the only one that I can actually just defeat her is Meko.
ブローニャはゼーレとの約束を果たさなければいけません。本当は1秒でもあそこには戻りたくない。でもゼーレは待ってるって言ったわ。参ったわね。
Again, a little bit different what the things that she's saying to the things that are being said in the translation subtitles. But it's around the same. It's fine. Seele collapsed onto the ground. The red glare in her eyes faded. This dimension began to shake violently.
どうやらその眷属が来たようね。
Tlaloc. A grotesque hand stretched out from the abyss. It was the monster that Bronya fought at the deep. I swear that if I didn't just like link his name into some sort of like Mayan deity or something, or like some sort of like Native American deity, I wouldn't be able to remember it. A dark wave crashed onto Seele and swallowed her whole. She couldn't save her. Bronya could only stare as the dark rolling waters pulled her away. Her ocean azure eyes were just how Bronya remembered them to be.
ゼーレはブローニャお姉ちゃんを信じてるから。この世界の景色。
It'll be fine, Seele. There's no way Bronya will ever lose you again. Oh, I can hit this back. Wait, no. My game is acting up. Or well, my controller is acting up. Well, I guess the best CC being death also works if the enemies are using that. Are using it against me. This is probably gonna be the easiest thing to do. Just charge up the weapon and just fire against. What is that? Alright, this guy is really tough now. Get rid of the Honkai energy arms. This will get much tough if the enemy. Things will get tough if the enemies get too much of it. Okay, got it. Wants me to attack its like chest, but I can't reach it. Yeah, even if I angle it well, it doesn't actually reach it. This isn't good. Oh, that hurts. Don't die, Teresa. It used to be a co-op raid boss back then. Kinda sucks that they got rid of the co-op. My friend told me that there used to be like co-op in the game, but they got rid of it. Like right on the patch that I started playing. The monster writhed in pain and fell into the endless maelstrom. The dark tide subsided as well. But if they got rid of it, there must be a reason. Maybe it wasn't as popular? Seele fell to the ground. Her body gave off a faint bluish glow like a pristine yet fragile gem. Light particles dissipated from the gem. Her body collapsed again, just like in Project X10, and the fluttering blue butterfly set on Bronya's fingertips. She supported her broken body and trudged towards the Herrscher core. The sea flickered with images from multiple bubble universes. Bronya felt as though she traveled across them. Everything felt like a dream. Everything was real at some point. Her steps became more and more labored, but she will continue to trudge down her path in order to save Seele. Huh? So these are all like bubble universes where Bronya is in. Every single one of these. Come on, Bronya. You got this. Honkai corruption. This can't be it. This is just the start of the movie. This can't be it. It always gets better. Seele. The butterflies, I love it. So this is how she turns into this Bronya that they showed me in a tutorial. They're really going ham with the animation this time. Project Bunny. Did we suddenly just go into a mech anime? I'm just like way too speechless. Bronya's completely like healed up from her like not being able to move before. God! They really leveled up with their animations.
今会いに行きます
I need ikimasu. I'm going to see you. Or I'm coming to see you. I mean, after an anime, this is literally an ending for an anime. You know how in Sirius on the first episode they always show like the opening at the end? This feels like it. Seele's butterfly. Man, this game is really bad for my eyes. If I'm not like tearing up from like the sadness, I'm like tearing up from just like being smiling way too much at the game. Small Bronya. I'm guessing those are all like bubble universes where Bronya can be in. The infinite possibilities for her. Thank you, Hoyoverse. Thank you very much. Thank you for not giving us a sad movie again. Thank you for giving us a happy movie where something good happens. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And upping it and upping the quality more and more and more. Like before this, the movies that they show are um the part that's right after May fights Kiana when she becomes the second Hersher, which is absolute hell. It's literally a bad ending movie. And then after that, it's Himeko versus the second Hersher, which doesn't end well. Ends up with Himeko disappearing as she's like completely like wore down by the suit that she was using. The sound is Cyber Angel's oh, that sound is Cyber Angel. Singer of this song is also Bronya's VA. It's Bronya's VA? They made the VA for the main character of this movie sing the song. I mean, I don't think it gets any better than that. I think the emotions don't get any better than that. What else was going through my mind? What else was going through my mind? I mean, the only bad thing that happened is that now we need to find Seele, but she's still lost in the Sea of Quanta. Like she was. This seems more like probably some sort of like a small world or a small bubble universe. All right, they did say that it was something about like a bubble universe, like after defeating Seele, and that's why Seele was showing up here. But like they mentioned before on the chapter, like Seele when Seele shows up in other bubble universes, it's not actually the real Seele. So we still can't find her, and we still need to find her, or like Bronya needs to find her. And we still haven't gotten out of the Sea of Quanta. So there's still that, and the Serpent hasn't shown up. The labyrinth that Welt made should be collapsing now that Bronya has the Herrscher core. So now Bronya either has to like find some way to stop the Serpent or create another sort of like labyrinth or some sort of barrier in order to stop the Serpent from coming out, or the world is doomed, or something of the sort. Hmm. Also, it's kind of funny that since Welt was the one that was helping him, helping her, helping Bronya, and Welt really likes the really likes mechs to the point of him making like an anime about mechs in order to get funds for anti-entropy. I think it's very fitting. In the past, S-rank belts weren't that strong, and co-op mode gives you a divine free key. You can't pass co-op mode if you don't have a good S-rank belt, but nowadays even an A-rank can do the co-op mode. But I also forgot that Vtuber is also Vtuber. Oh, but how fitting! You know, it actually fits her character to a T for her to be a VTuber because she likes gaming as well. From like chapter 2 when she's gaming with with Kiana, and she's also like really good at it. It completely and fully fits her character for her to be a VTuber. Or well, for Bronya's VA to be a VTuber. I mean, even Bronya herself could become a VTuber in like this game if they do some sort of like April Fool's joke or something of the sort. All right. Were you gonna be giving me something good with this? And they noticed that even though, well, on the first couple of chapters, the characters that they gave you were really strong, but I don't know if that's because the enemies are sort of like nerfed. That might be the case. That might be the case for why it feels so good for the first couple of characters, even though they're new, and even though you're saying like, or maybe for like because it's an event and it's supposed to be a co-op event, maybe they just like upped the difficulty of the enemies a little bit too much. Although on the worlds, it felt like sometimes I wasn't dealing much damage. Huh. I mean, the game has gone through like so many changes that I think it might be sort of like you cannot recognize it. If you were playing this game from like the start up to this point, I mean, part 2 happened, and how many is it? Over 40 chapters have happened. Like over 30 chapters have happened since this point in time. So it's just like the game must have gone through like so many changes. Like the chapters used to look like this, and suddenly they went for like this new like sort of like UI look with a new like system. So that was like that's like the big change that comes here. The chapters also got way longer. I was able to finish like 3 chapters in like 4 hours, and then I finished from 4 to 9 in like 7 hours. And I was able to finish these 2 chapters really easily, but then I played this one and I just couldn't finish it in time. Oh, not this one. There's a joke on community about Bronya takeover of the Hoyoverse company too. It's kind of funny. I love to see it. I can't wait to just like actually get a catch up to the catch up to like part 2, so I can actually take part in like looking at all those jokes, because I have a feeling that some of those jokes might be sort of like hinting at stuff from like the game, or maybe not jokes or memes, maybe sort of like the artwork that might be made, because a lot of people when they make like artwork, they're usually focusing on the newest iteration of the character, or like the newest update or something of the sort. And the thing is that maybe if you just look at the art with like zero information, you might not get what they might be hinting at or what it means. But now that I have like some information about what's going on in like all of these chapters, like I might be getting like sort of like quote unquote spoiled. I might be able to like smell something going on in there, and it might be ruin like the surprise later on. Anyways, I'm surprised that we go from Bronya into having like a chapter about Kiana and the second Hersher, just like straight up, because the EX stages are at the end of this chapter, or like at the end of this like sort of like arc. But right here, there's like it's like chapter 11 EX, and then it's still chapter 12 right here. So I'm kind of surprised. Like they also, this is another change. They didn't drop the EX at the end of the arc. They put the EX in the middle of the arc. And this is chapter 12. This is the last chapter of the arc from the Deep Ocean. I sort of like got spoiled on the bike Bronya on like one of the tutorials. So that kind of sucks. It sucks a little bit that I wasn't able to just like see her for the first time on this like movie, and that I'm doing all of the chapters like just like sort of like daily, so that I don't end up forgetting about it before getting onto this chapter. Also, those divine keys, did they like get rid of all of that system? Yeah, did they just remove the system entirely? Just like put everybody on the same playing field? Oh, this one's actually short. 6 stages. Pretty scared about this. Because it's not only showing Kiana, it's showing the Hersher of the Void. And we know that this isn't a very good combination. Alright. Void Heavens and Diane's Sojourn. Void Heavens. Between day and night, abyss of pain and anxiety, broken mirror of darkness, my unfamiliar face. Is this a haiku? Or is this just like a poem? Ring. Trial character. I'm gonna say that I really much prefer when they give me trial characters than when I have to like make my own characters. The volume. Three months after the Honkai eruption. Oh, so this is before. We'll call it Kiana.
これ以上崩壊エネルギーに触れてはいけない。行こう。今のあなたじゃ何もできない。
何もできない。行かないと。時間を稼ぐから早く行って。
Watch out, Kiana accumulates Hersher charge that erodes her mind as she fights. The saga will end if the Hersher charge is maxed. So if I'm attacking, the bar at the bottom starts filling up, and if it fully fills up, I just lose. What was I gonna say? Oh, this is before Bronya, whatchamacallit, or Teresa's party found the Grey Serpent, because if I remember correctly, that was 4 months after the Honkai eruption, and this is 3 months after the Honkai eruption. Also, isn't it kind of mean I'm getting countered by all of them. Around chapter 24 plus, I can't remember, but they'll allow you to use your own file. Well, probably by chapter 24, I'll be able to have some strong ones, even though I'm only rolling for like the part 2 character, which I haven't gotten. The people have fled far enough, time to escape. Alright, I'm running. Oh, right, there's like this little bug that happens that I don't know why it happens, but voice over and I can only flee. Okay, a voice over, why run away, Kiana? Sitting. They're the prey. You're the predator. Sound effects and voiceovers are gone. Just like get bugged out and they, what you call it, and you can only hear the music. Right? Is this the case of everything that Himeko did, just delaying the inevitable instead of actually healing her? Uh, why after all the good things and all the happy things, well, not maybe not all the happy things, why did they have to go from like the happy ending, sort of like quote unquote happy ending from like Bronya's little arc to like absolute hell? Back to absolute hell. Back to chapter 9. Mm, there's also like a month of like zero information after this happens. So I can't predict anything either. I mean, I guess I can predict. No, I shouldn't. I shouldn't. I shouldn't. I shouldn't. I shouldn't. I shouldn't. I'm gonna hold my prediction for now. I think this is probably the worst. It wasn't her that brought hell into the world. It wasn't her that she's not sitting, but sitting is in her body doing all of these acts. So she still ends up feeling like guilty of all that's going on. Maybe that's why she's asking herself, why am I still alive if I'm only here to bring to be just a vessel for sitting and bring like suffering to all the people. And I think she's saying a little bit something different than this.
彼女には知る由もなかった。
Nothing but an eternity of darkness awaits. Kiana's mind was spiraling out of control. The girl grasped her fondest enemies. Oh, you know what I also remembered? It's like we don't know what happened to Kiana when Sirin took over. There's like these stories where like this like evil entity takes over someone's body, but the body's owner is still able to like full on witness everything that's happening in real time. Or at the end of it, they have like some sort of like memory of what is going on, or like what happened. Like we don't know if Kiana is like this is having this sort of like situation where she remembers everything that happened on like chapter 9, or if this is the case of like when she woke up, she found out about all of the things that Sirin had done. She's now feeling guilty about it. Sometimes I wonder what will happen if Sirin helped Kiana instead of destroy humanity, just like Seele. Seele helped Seele. Yeah. Uh, uh, I mean, it does feel like Shadow Seele is trying to help Seele like at a lot of like the points in time. Like she wants to get her out of the Sea of Quanta. Doesn't want to let her go back for like even a second. She said that on at the end of the last chapter. I don't want to go back to the darkness for even a second. If my Japanese is right. And the thing with Sirin is that she's just I don't think she's just very unfortunate with for all the things to be happening and for all those things to happen, for all of her friends to die, for her mother to die like in front of her, for her to like not being able to actually trust anyone. Like even when she became like a full-on Herrscher and she was like reviving her friends to turn them into like Herrschers and throw them to just like attack other people, when they died and she got their bodies back, she didn't even really care about them. She just said that they were weak. Just like it seems like, what's the word for it? It seems like she no longer had any sort of like empathy or like maybe any sort of like humanity left in her after all the things that had happened. She didn't trust Teresa when Teresa tried to help her. Uh, the only time where she was actually like full on happy was when on the dream with Cecilia and Siegfried, but we know how that ends. We very much know how that ends. But those memories became shattered shards that came flying at her. That is very fitting. Those memories that Sirin had also became shattered shards that came flying at her and turned her into more of like the monster that she became, the second Herrscher. Like at that point, she wasn't Sirin; she was the second Herrscher. Just like on the last chapter in World 3, where it changes the name of Welt into like the first Herrscher. That's pretty much what happened to Sirin. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Sirin is 100% trying to do the same thing that she was doing on the dream. No. Yeah, she's trying to get into Kiana's head. Ow, 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 ow. Because we already know that they truly want to save Kiana. They don't want to kill her. Or they don't think that she's some sort of like dangerous object. But Kiana doesn't know this.
Kiana. そいつはお前の信頼を裏に学園ではお前に厳しく接してきた。お前はそれを奴の性分なんだと思っていたが、真実は
I still don't know what to think of her.
奴はお前を化け物だと思い、四六時中お前のことを監視し、警戒し、挙句の果てにお前の生活を破壊し。
I can't even talk because I gotta read fast. Because it's skipping over the dialogue.
奴にとってお前はずっと獲物。ほら、またお前を狩ろうとして。彼女を信じてはダメ、キアナ。
あ、
彼女の言葉に惑わされないで。
This is not the Fukua that Sirin is showing. But yeah, Fukua seems to have like some sort of like sense of morality, but she's like she's not really on a side. In chapter 9, she was helping Teresa. She was helping Otto. I just don't really know what to think of Fuhu at the moment.
ドナー細胞はカスラナ一族とシャニアテ一族の子孫のものであり、そこに第二律者の遺伝子を組み、今までの実験体同様、胎児は成長したが、自発活動能力のない植物状態だった。しかし今回、律者コアを移植した後、K423の脳波に規則的な波形が見られた。
これってお前の誕生だ。いや、正確には私がこの世界へ。
Yes, and she got shot in the head by Otto.
この愚かな人間どもが私たちの悲劇を作り出した。
Gotta watch out and not kill the last one.
お前はただの器。人類が私を束縛するための牢獄だ。お前の名前も過去も全て作り出された嘘。お前のものじゃない。お前も私も被害者だ。それなら私と手を組んで私たちを欺き、私たちの運命をもてあそんだ人類に復讐をしないか。そう、そのまま殺し続けろ。壊し続け。
So at this point, Sirin, instead of trying to take over the body, she's trying to get her to actually help her with what she's trying to do. Sirin's laughter echoed in the air like a flock of carrion birds circling a dying person. Yeah, and the strangest thing for like Fuhu is that she appears in the even in the parallel worlds, the bubble worlds. She's not really evil either. On World 1, she's still a pawn of Otto, but she still wants to help the experiment, the wealth of that world. On World 2, she shows up with the same like clothes that she shows up with in front of Himeko, and when she releases her power in the second eruption. I don't think she shows up with those clothes in the mangas before that. It's like, what's her objective? What does she want? Is she just like trying to help everyone? Is she the kind of character that is like sort of like a good character but wants to help everyone? Not quite like a sort of like yes man. Because it's what everything is spoiler. Okay, god damn it. I mean, it's fun. I love thinking about this. It's just like the game, the story of the game, it gives you like just enough of an information so you just you can start thinking about things, but it doesn't like straight up give you the answer. But the fact that you know it can only mean one thing, and that is that at one point in time, they'll give me the information as well, and I'll be able to see if my theories are just absolute jack, and I was absolutely completely wrong and out of my mind, or if I was just like a tiny little bit correct. Her crazed laughter was interrupted by a calm, soothing
よかっ
voice.
た。手遅れになる前に間に合いました。今こそあなたを黙らせる。
So Fuhu was this Fuhu is also helping Kiana, just like she helped Himeko.
邪魔者めが。
I guess this is like one of the what I can tell is that she's on the good side. It feels like there's a lot of characters like that in the game like so far. Like they're not truly like, well, maybe she's truly evil. Maybe the hair share of the void is truly evil. But not all the characters feel like 100% evil. If anything, it's something that happened within this world, within this like game world, that is making them like this. Even Otto, like on the second eruption, on like on the memories that he had, and like on some of the other like mangas, it's just like I know the things that he's doing are like bad, but it's just like I think of myself like if I was on his like shoes, and I can sort of like be like, I think I would have done the same thing, or maybe I would have been worse if I was in Otto's like shoes.
だがまあいい。お前はこの先もこいつを助け続けるのか。
There's no good and
あと
evil in
何
this
回
game.
助けられる。
The 3 steps that World 2 Otto mentioned. First, you'll know about good and evil, and then I completely forgot about the other 2 steps. But the idea is just that there really isn't good and evil,
彼女の
or
感
right
情
or
がわ
wrong.
かるわ。怒り、悲しみ、抑圧。お前の存在は日に日に弱まっている。私はただその時が訪れるのを気長に待てばいい。いつかこの体をすべて私のものにしてみせる。
The dark tide has retreated. The evening remained the same. The nightmares came to her multiple times ever since she woke up at the beach 3 months ago. 3 months ago. Still 1 month left until we reach the same time period as what's going on with Teresa and Bronya.
私、夢を見てた。
あれは夢じゃない、キアナ。あなたは暴走しかけていたの。3ヶ月間、あなたはずっと私を拒んできた。あなたは沈黙を保ち、点々とさまよい歩き、私との対話を避けては、この私を幻覚だと思い込んでいた。でもキアナ、何もかもが夢だったなんて思ってはいけない。あなたの状態はとても危ういのだから。これ以上崩壊エネルギーに触れてはいけない。戦闘でバルキリーの力を使ってもいけない。いや、たとえ戦闘中であろうとなかろうとも。少しでも気が緩めば、律者の人格が再び優位になる。それに、私の力も弱まりつつある。あなたの精神状態にずっと気を配ることもできそうにない。
But like one of the big problems with her might be that she's still a Castellana, and the Castellanas have that oath. She hasn't gone through the moment like Siegfried where he actually had to abandon his oath when he left wealth on the moon. Kiana is still attached to it. So that's probably why she still wants to like help anyone that she sees, and also probably like a sense of guilt. I did this. I brought this disaster onto everybody that's like right in front of me, everybody in this world. So I must do my best to actually be able to minimize the damage as much as possible. Like not let the disaster that I brought like hurt people that are at the very least in front of me.
今回はまだコントロールできた。けど、次はそううまくはいかない。空の律者が覚醒すれば、ここにいる罪なき人たちは皆殺しにされる。あなたにもわかるでしょ。
The entire city would be the one she wakes. Yeah.
気を配る。監視の間違いじゃないの。
And like the herdsher of the void said, she still has like a grudge against Fuhua for all the things that she did as the Shadow Knight.
あんたはずっとそうしてきたじゃない。今まで私の近くで私を監視して、最後には私をオットーに引き渡した。私を裏切ったことを忘れたの。
You're Otto's spy. You delivered me to the overseer. You sold me out.
そんなことをした奴が罪のない人たちのことを気にするの。ねえ、何か言ってよ。
私は。
あんたの任務はもう終わったよね。私の目の前から消えて、今すぐに。
ごめん。もう離れることはできない。第8の神の鍵、都政の羽。その第ゼロ定格出力があなたと私の意識を永遠に結びつけた。
Our wills are forever bound.
なんですって。
帰ろう、キアナ。学園長たちのところに。今は彼女たちだけがあなたを守れる。
いや。
辛いのは分かってる。でもそうしないと。
どっか行って。私の頭の中から消えて。
本当に取り返しのつかないことになったら、私も最悪強行手段に出るしかない。3人で死ぬしかないのですね。
So that's probably maybe it is a lie that their wills are forever bound, but she cannot leave Kiana's side. Because of this, I have no choice but to ensure that all three of us fall together.
どうか許してほしい、キアナ。
But of course, she cannot say this. I mean, Kiana already like doesn't trust Fuhua like at all, and after all the things that happen, and if she says I'm only here as like the last measure in case you turn, hmm.
少女はあてもなくさまよう。すべてから逃れられる場所を探して。しかし、そんなことをしても無駄だと。自分の過去からは逃れられないと、彼女は分かっていた。この世に生を受ける前から、自分がどんな人間となり、どのようなことをなすのか、それはすでに決まっていることだから。それが、運命というものだから。負荷に対する怒りは今まで辿ってきた運命に対する無力さへの八つ当たりに過ぎない。
It was the sense of powerlessness before fate.
なぜなら少女は自分の体に隠されているものの正体を分かっているから。12歳の時、彼女が初めて目覚め、周囲に甚大な被害と破壊をもたらした。あの時から少女は逃げ続けた。彼女を存在しないものだと、そう思い込むようにした。少女は同じところに留まることを怖がり、人に近づくことを恐れた。同じことが繰り返されるのではと恐怖した。
She was afraid to lose them again.
彼女たちに出会うまでは、メイ先輩、ブローニャ、テレサ、それからその出会いは少女に居場所を与え、この先もずっと彼女たちと一緒にいたいと少女にそう願わせた。甘い考えだった。
Not only that, but this was entirely Otto's plan. Love will create a miracle.
少女がどこに逃げてもどうあがいても彼女を待つ結末は同じだった。いつの間にか目の前にはネオンの光がちらつき、賑やかな声とともに食べ物の匂いが彼女の思考をかき乱す。少女は小動物のように震える。そして彼女は思い出す。ここにとどまってはいけない。人々を避けなければいけないと。しかし、この暖かい夜市に懐かしさを感じていた。かつての自分が彼女たちと幾度となく一緒に歩いた街と似ていたから。最後、足が体の命令に背き、火を追う蛾のように前へと歩を進める。
自己紹介するわ。
姫子先生。
May 2014 enrollment.
自己紹介するわ。私は村田姫子。今日からあなたたちの教官を務めるわ。あなたたちの入学は学園長自ら手配したものだけど、私は手加減しないからね。わかった？
So the first time that she saw her as a teacher.
じゃあ、あなたたちの名前を教えて。
私の名前は聞いたことがあるでしょ？キアナ・カスラナ。
A little bit of like extra.
ライデン・メイです。姫子先生、よろしくお願いします。
ブローニャ在地区です。
今日からあなたたちには聖フレイヤ学園でバルキリーとしての訓練とテストを受けてもらうわ。
はあ？テスト？あのね、おばさん、私みたいな百戦錬磨の生徒にはテストなしでバルキリー部隊へと編入させるべきじゃない？
It feels kind of sad to just like hear Kiana's voice at the moment and then hear this Kiana. Doesn't show all the way up to the current Kiana. But yeah, she's so different. She's like so energetic. She's so zero brain cells just like going on in her brain. Nothing is activated and she's just having fun. And it's like that entire like all that energetic side that Kiana has, or like Kiana had in the past, just like completely gone. Like her voice isn't even like sort of like high pitched anymore from like her feeling like sad at well, her feeling like completely sad at any point in time.
まず一つ、私のことは姫子先生と呼ぶように。二つ、あなたとメイを長空市の廃墟から救い出したとき、あなたは担架で運ばれてたわね。それがあなたの言う百戦錬磨なのかしら？
From the manga.
あれはうっかりミスしただけ。私たちカスラナ一族は崩壊から人類を守る使命を背負ってきたんだよ。小さい頃からパパと一緒に崩壊獣を倒してきたんだから。
I was fighting uber OP Honkai beasts with my old man when I was a little girl.
お父さんに感謝しないとね。ちゃんと守ってくれたことに。
もう誰かに守ってもらう必要なんてないんだから。まあ
Oops.
もう誰かに守ってもらう必要なんてないんだから。まあ姫子おばさんみたいな一般人が私たちカスラナ一族のような戦闘の天才を理解できないのは仕方がないことなのかもね。
キアナちゃん、姫子先生に失礼よ。
バカはバカですから仕方ありません。
戦闘の天才？それなら天才の凄さを私みたいな一般人にも教えてもらえないかしら。
Now I gotta wait until she jumps into the air. Maybe she won't jump into the air? Oh.
疑いを挟む余地もないほど、この一般人に少女は敗れた。無駄な動きは一切せず、体験を振りかざす姿。そして少女の動きを的確に判断し、攻撃に転ずる技術。これが一般人の強さ。1000回1万回と剣を振るい、訓練で鍛え上げられた平凡の強さだ。
At the end of the day, experience speaks for itself. Kiana has like 0 experience.
気がついた時には、体験は少女の首筋に当てられていた。女性の教官は視線を下ろし、少女の目をじっと見つめる。
ちゃんと覚えておきなさい。これが最初の授業よ。
Skill issue. It's truly a skill issue. Kiana just had no chance. She never had any chance. June 2014 after class.
キアナ、何か考え事かしら？
別に。
Cute. She also has like a little blush.
そう？顔には悩んでますって書いてあるけど。子供に悩み事なんて似合わないわよ。おとなしく吐きなさい。
She's always getting dragged by the ears.
もう子供じゃないんだから。12歳の時、クソパパが私を一人置いてった時。あれから自分に言い聞かせてるんだ。キアナ、あんたはもう子供じゃない。一人で生きられるようにならないとって。
そういえば、もうすぐ父の日だったわね。
うん。
バカでも感傷的になることがあるなんて思わなかったわ。あんたは私よりずっと幸せよ。あんたのお父さんは早々に人生の辛さを理解させてくれたもの。私なんて19歳になるまで未来はバラ色だってずっと信じてたわ。
I used to think the world was rosy pink up until the age of 19.
あの頃の私は自分の人生には無限の可能性があって何でもできると信じてた。極端な話、冒険家になったり海洋生物を撮るカメラマンになったり、あと、いい男とデートしたり。
I wanted to explore crazy places, do some DC photography, and settle down with a nice guy.
それがうまくいかなくても、卒業後は父親の研究所で働こうと思ってた。崩壊エネルギーの応用に関する課題を父親と一緒に研究すればいいってね。
へえ、姫子おばさん、科学者になりたかったの？じゃあ、どうしてバルキリーになったの？
実際の生活がそう思い通りにならなかったからよ。父が死んだの。崩壊エネルギーに侵食され、理性のない化け物になったわ。娘が目の前で泣いても何の反応も見せない化け物にね。
My old man, he became a Honkai beast after an infection. Couldn't even recognize it's a little girl.
ごめん。聞かなきゃよかったね。
Even though she's not like the smartest, she at the very least is she has this like part of her. She's not like a bad kid. But you can probably see a connection between both of these girls. Kiana's father is like missing. Himeko's father died in front of her while turning into a monster.
真実を求め、私は全てを捨てたわ。そして、天命のバルキリー部隊へと入ったの。当時の私の年齢では、バルキリーになるには少し遅すぎたんだけどね。
And they both became Valkyries as a consequence of the things that happened with their fathers.
でもある人に出会えたのよ。やりたいことをやりなさい。いつやっても遅くはない。一番大事なのはスタートを切ることだって彼女に言われたわ。それで私は彼女の舞台に入った。あの人ったらいつも戦いが終わった後には将来のことを私に話すの。引退したら園芸の先生になって花を植えることを子供たちに教えたいってね。
She wanted to become a gardener and teach kids how to grow herbs, berries, and flowers.
その人はその後先生になったの？
彼女はね、とある任務の最中に殉職したわ。それで部隊が解散した後、彼女の言葉を思い出してこの学園への移動願いを出したの。
Rule is no happy ending.
私がバルキリーになったのは私のように父親を失う少女を作らないためだった。だけど実際はたくさんの父親から娘を奪う行為なんじゃないかってたまに思ってしまうわ。
But I guess too many fairies are leaving their fathers because of some heroic aspirations.
普通に働いて恋をして結婚するはずだった女の子たちがバルキリーになる。彼女たちは様々なことを諦めることになるわ。
Now that I think about it,
自分の命であっても。
all of the girls on Himeko's squad have some sort of like problem with like their families. Bronya is an orphanage. Grew up in like an orphanage, and before going into the orphanage, she was like an assassin that was even like tasked to kill Kokoli at one point in time before going into her orphanage. Something happened to May's father. I can't remember what. Kiana's was already like pretty much explained here. Kiana's father is missing. And then there's also like Himeko's father like died in front of her.
そこまでする価値、本当にあるのかしら？
価値があるかはわからないけど、誰かがやらなきゃいけないことってあると思う。クソパパが言ってたんだけどね。かすらな一族は罪のない人たちが苦しんでいるのを見ると助けたくて血がうずくんだって。
May's father got arrested. He's probably the one that has probably the happiest, the quote unquote happiest dad story, with him just being arrested, because literally nobody else has family left. My old man told me that Caslanas boil over when they see people in trouble. Yeah, the Caslana oath.
何よそれ。でもね、キアナ、あなたのお父さんはあなたに大切なものを残してくれたわ。
Even like this is like the good thing. It's just like even though Kiana's dad maybe didn't teach her a lot of things, she's not like really like a smart girl or anything of the sort. She's at the very least nice. She's like kind. She works to like protect people. So it's like Kiana's dad's like teachings are like not in vain. Like she turned out to be like a good girl. It's just that sadly because of like the situation that's going on right now, she's just not quite on like a good position herself.
多分彼らがいなくなるのは今私たちの周りにいる人を大切にさせるためなのかもしれないわね。例えば姫子先生はキアナのことが大好きよ。バカキアナへの愛情を証明するために特別に1対1で訓練をしてあげようかしら。
Once again, a little bit too different. The things that she's saying and the things that are being shown on the subtitles.
嫌だよ。もう放課後だよ。訓練は明日にしてよ。
逃がさないわよ。
Ow.
放課後の特別訓練だと言っていたけど、あの日の先生はお酒の飲みすぎで剣すらまともに握れていなかった。
So she was drunk. That's why she went on like that whole like talk.
最終的には少女が手厚く介護しながら 酔っ払った先生を自室へと送り届けた。扉を閉じようとした瞬間、気のせいか、眠る先生の顔が、未来はバラ色だと信じていた19歳の女の子に見えた。
She was 19. August 2014, the first deployment.
初めての実戦任務に入る前に、
She's in her battle set now.
目の前にいる敵を警戒するほかに、仲間の状態にも気を配ってちょうだい。いざという時に支援してくれる戦友だからじゃない。化け物になる可能性があるからよ。どのバルキリーもそういうリスクを背負っている。私たちは崩壊エネルギーを利用して強大な戦闘力を手に入れたけど、力に飲まれて理性を失って全てを破壊する化け物になる可能性もあるわ。
I think if there's anything that they didn't really show in like the second eruption manga, it's this. If I remember correctly. Other than sitting. I remember Kira was the girl that was getting corrupted by the abyss flower.
バルキリーとして戦うとき、そういった最悪な展開も覚悟しなければならない。いつか仲間が崩壊エネルギーに飲まれ暴走したら、迷わずその命を終わらせなさい。
暴走したのが姫子先生でもそうしなきゃいけないの？
そうよ。たとえそれが私だったとしても迷っちゃダメよ。暴走したバルキリーの命を守ろうとすると、より多くの犠牲が出るわ。それがわからないというのなら、戦場には行かせられない。
わかった。
The voice that she has right now is like the same voice that she currently has.
もし、いつか私も、もしもの話だけど、私が暴走したら、姫子おばさんも絶対。
そんなことはさせないわ。
え？
あなたたちの先生、そして隊長として、できる限りあなたたちを守り、危険な目には合わせない。
何それ、ずるい。
これが私のポリシーだから。さあ、着陸の準備をしなさい。そろそろ任務が始まるわよ。
It'll never happen. Or more like I'll never let it happen. Grab all the SP. Gotta get as much damage as possible because I'm getting countered by the beast. Himeko, help!
仲間が理性を失い崩壊に意識を奪われたら迷わず命を終わらせるって言ったよね。なのにどうしてあの時。
She purposely missed. Himeko. Pain.
いつも同じ過ちを繰り返す。他者を救うため、己が一切を犠牲にしても構わないのね。だが、あいつは想像していなかったろう。その犠牲が、お前の心に永遠に癒せない傷を残し、私が再び帰ってくるきっかけを作ったことを。
Who's my favorite character in this game? I don't know if many people are gonna be happy about this because this game is all about girl main character so far, but since like chapter 9 I've been quite a fan of of Otto as a villain. I'm also a big fan of the Her Share of the Void as a villain, and of course the things that Welt did in like the Second Eruption manga. I really like them. If I have to say, if I have to think of a girl that's my favorite character, that is actually good, I think it might be Kiana. Or is it Bronya? The thing is that I really like Bronya from like the manga Azure Waters. Her being like the assassin girl. I like that like sort of like thing about her. And holding herself back because Seele, well, Seele didn't really call her demon. She was calling Shadow Seele that was appearing behind Bronya a demon. But because Bronya thought that Seele was calling her a demon, she kind of like is like holding herself back and not hurting like anybody because she doesn't want Seele to actually hate her.
それこそお前が私から逃れられない理由。お前の気が緩むたびに、辛いことを思い出すたびに、私はより自由となり、お前のとどまる場所を廃墟へと変えてゆく。
In general, I just really like villain characters. If a villain is good, then it like fuels you from like wanting to actually just go through the game and actually like sort of like defeating them or like see more of them.
逃げる？どこへ逃げるというの？
Like from all the things that this like sitting is doing, like the sitting is like very very different from like the sitting from like Second Eruption, because the one in Second Eruption still had like that moment of weakness inside the dream or inside out of the dreams, but this one doesn't have that. She's just completely and absolutely ruthless, and she sees everyone below her. Nobody is like she thinks that nobody can beat her, and she always shows like this like full-on confident look, calling like all humans like ants, weak, worthless.
私はお前なのだから、キアナ。
Shout.
あなたの力は暴走をしている。深呼吸して、冷静になって。
I think I cannot. Oh, I can't kill this guy. It was probably just showing me the hellbar of the other one. Alophan? What's an Alophan? There she is.
どうして力を使わない？キアナ、ここで死にたいの？
Oh, I stunned it. I was waiting for his attack to come out. This is the attack that I was looking for. There we go. Community, we call her Aloe. Who? Voidy? Creature of the Void? Or Kiana?
かわいそうにこの逃げることしかできない臆病者よ。でもどこに逃げるつもり？この世界にお前の居場所なんてないわ。
Does it stand for something in specific? Something that I'm supposed to know, maybe? Ooh. Pressure of the boy. They're still coming.
やっと屈服したか。
絶対あんたの思い通りには。
え？
私がいるよ、キアナ。絶望にはまだ早い。
Ah. Ah. Thank God for who was there. Oh, I even teared up a little bit. When I saw her tears, I also felt sad. Ugh.
往生際の悪いやつだ。お前が隠したあの神の鍵がお前にその力を与えているのか？現実でも精神世界でも失敗すると分かっているのに、お前は幾度となく私に挑んできた。
I wonder what divine key she's talking about. Yes, I think I do remember in chapter 9 that you mentioned something like you have 2 divine keys, but the other one you're not using it. That perhaps you don't know how to use it?
その意地、人類に対して多少は敬意を払いたくなる。しかし、どうあがこうとも意味はない。こいつは初めから私がこの世界に戻るための器になる運命なのだから。その過去も名前もお前たち人類が神を束縛するために作り出した牢獄。お前が救おうとする相手は初めから幻影の存在に過ぎないのだから。
And that's where she'd be wrong. The life that she had up until this up until this point is it's just truth. There's no falsehood in it.
彼女は全てを
Maybe her
お前の呼びかけにも答えはしないだろう。
maybe the only falsehood that she truly has is just being a clone of the real Kiana.
私は他人を信じたせいでたくさんの過ちを犯した。人間を信じることができなくなり、ただ自分の使命を果たすことだけを考えるようになった。それでももう一度意地を見せたい。特別な理由があるわけじゃなく、ただ彼女のために犠牲となったあの人を信じているから。
Still hits me. Has a lingering hitbox. No, I want the health. She healed back up. Use elemental damage to break the shield and temporarily seal the gem of serenity. It does double attack. on. Oh, this is getting tough. What is that? I've never seen that attack before. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Kiana doesn't have elemental damage. I think I'm a little screwed. Unless I do remember this showing up. 30 crystals! Okay, never mind. Never mind, it isn't possible. Do I even have a chance? I don't think I have a chance. Ouch. I don't know much about divine keys, but the Serpent can manipulate gravity. Who has mentioned down can manipulate sentience, if I remember correctly. Yeah, the Star Key then, which is Weld's weapon. Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, I don't think this is possible now. I think I have to try my hardest to keep Fuhu alive. And if I don't, I just take the L. Oh, I cannot stun it either. Yeah, this is looking like an L. It's a fat L. Spend 30 crystals to revive? Nah, I need those crystals. I need every single one of those crystals. I'll just try again. Alright, so if Fuhua dies, I take the L. There's nothing else that I can do. I can gain 60% attack speed. And this is max HP, right? Alright, and there's the other divine key that Seele has, the Abyss Flower. Those are all the. I think those are all the ones that I know of. Okay, so that's when she does that attack. Ouch. Ah, I dodged into that one. One hit. Well, there's the health. Use elemental damage to break her shield. Oh, I know this attack. That one's hard to dodge. Went into that one. Oh, there we go. Got the shield down. And whatever the hell that attack is. Oh! Meko. Oh, that's a lot of damage. I got surprised that she died a little bit too quick. Couldn't we, like, you know, do that from the start before I actually ended up dying? Was it really that far from the threshold of that flag? Another movie.
Kiana、何を待っているの？
姫子先生、分かった。この完璧じゃない世界を私の望み通りに変えてみせる。
This is seriously, I mean, it really is already so unfair that they're using this song at this exact moment. But what truly is completely evil, and it's not their fault at all, is that it's bugged. The sound effects and the voice lines are bugged. I like her new ult though. Who called out Himeko to help against the Herrscher of the Void. And at the end of the day, even though Huhua says, it's all up to you now, in Kiana's mind, Himeko is still there, helping her. But
Kiana.
But the roughest part is that when Himeko comes out and she walks past Kiana, Kiana can't even, doesn't even dare to even try to look up. Void Drifter Kiana. I love that battle suit.
あなたは自分の意志で空の律者の力を抑えた。
Kiana, don't cry. You're gonna make me cry. Except I already am.
でも、もっと早く抑えられてたら、もしかしたら。
キアナ、姫子先生が見たいのは、あなたが懺悔する姿じゃない。あの人が命がけで最後の授業をしたのは、あなたを信じていたから。あなたが全てを変えられる存在だと信じていたから。
分かってる。もう二度と過去の苦しみに溺れたりしない。
Can they give me like some sort of like event? Like I know there's the Chibis and all of that. Can they give me an event to head back Kiana? I can't bear to see her like this. But at the very least, let me give her a hug. Let me do something for her. Let me do something for this little girl. She doesn't deserve this.
行こう。 第二律者の人格は封印されたけど、再び目を覚ます可能性だってある。これから先、まだまだ道は長い。
My damn glasses are gonna be so dirty today as well.
やるべきことも数えきれないほどあるのだから。
一回勝利しただけだよ。これから先、道はまだまだ長いんだから。
It's also not fair. She says something along the lines of like this is like only the first victory, but there's still like a we still have there's still like a path that we have to trudge through, or there's still like a path that we have to go through. Sort of like this is only like the start. She looks so different as well. She has like the yellow eye as well, instead of her normal blue eyes. If you don't know it, she can charge attack. I'll try that next time. I really can't tell whenever characters have like some sort of like extra attack or anything of the sort. I know they taught me at one point in time with the tutorials. Oh, that's it. I know that they taught me in the tutorials about the extra attacks. The plane of Figrid. Where is it? Here, mechanics, yes. Which one was it? I think it was this one, special attacks. They taught me about special attacks, but some characters don't have the special attacks. It's always like, oh, and here's the one where it actually spoils you about the bike Bronya. And yeah, it doesn't. It's difficult to know when each character has the specific attack. At the end of the day, I don't even know if this is truly like a good feeling of a happy ending. I mean, I guess we won against the Herrscher of the Void. She's sealed now. Thanks to Himeko. The Himeko from like Kiana's memory. But here's the thing. Tell me this if I am supposed to know this. Because I may be an absolute dumbass and I didn't catch on it, or maybe I thought about it too hard and I ended up going into the wrong conclusion. So, chapter 9, Himeko. After the Herrscher of the Void attacks Himeko, and she gets back up and starts her like counterattack. She shows up with like Honkai corruption. And she's like doing all the things up until the point where she starts like tearing through her own like battle suit in order to finish off the counterattack and defeat the Herrscher of the Void, while also saving like Kiana by giving her that special serum. So my thought process by the end of it is that right at the end it shows like Himeko in front of the Herrscher of the Void. And she gets headbutted by the Herrscher of the Void to push her away. Then she lays on the ground, and then pretty much the movie starts like ending with Himeko just like falling off the ship. So my idea was that because she no longer had like the Honkai corruption marks or like scars in her body, the scars that show up in Tesla's body when she's like testing the serum, is that she's currently missing, and we do not know what happened to her. We have like absolutely no information from like EX1, EX2, 10, 11, or even 11EX about information about what might have happened to like Himeko, or like where she is at the moment. And probably and mostly because the one that's important right now is the Herrscher of the Void, the one that created all that destruction, all the great like Honkai eruption that happened all over the world. But She just died. So I was supposed to actually know that. Yeah, in this chapter they started mentioning like, oh, like her sacrifice, or like, oh, she gave you her like final lesson, final, like putting like a big like emphasis on like final. I guess I just coped too hard. I guess I was just coping too hard in the fact that maybe Himeko was still alive at the end of it, and maybe she was just like missing, seeing as she sort of like falls into she falls outside of like that realm that the second Hersher had made. Uh, mm, I mean, it sort of sucks that I wasn't able to pick up on that, because maybe all some of the things they might have said later on, some of these like chapters, would have like a little bit more meaning if I had in my mind that Himeko was dead and she wasn't there anymore to actually help Kiana. Actually, it does have more meaning. Remember that part where she mentions like, if you see a Valkyrie going through the Honkai corruption and they're turning or becoming into like zombies, you have to kill them. And she said that I'll make sure that none of that happens. So that when that ended up happening and Kiana became like, not only she didn't become a zombie, she didn't become like just a simple Honkai minion, a Honkai pawn. She became a Hersher. And still, even through that, Himeko decided to actually put her life on the line to be able to save her, to be able to like just like attempt to allow her to give her like a normal life. It weighs down on you more, way more than before. I mean, when I was looking for information about this game, there's one thing that people always drop, which I was kind of mad at the time when I heard about this. Just like, they always talk about a character dying. It's like, oh, very early on, like, this is the game that decides to like kill characters, or like something of the sort. It decides to like kill playable characters. But I thought that the playable character that died, that was supposed to like die, was, oops, Fuhua, because Fuhua gets shot in the head. So I thought that, oh, this is the character that was supposed to act, that everybody's talking about, that dies early on. But later on, I guess I completely forgot, because he shows up in like that new suit. She shows up. She shows up with this look. And at that point, you just can't really like be completely sure if she's dead or what's going on with her. And then because I also hadn't read like anything, I didn't know anything about like the feathers, I didn't know anything about the divine keys, and it's just like so much information that I was missing at the time, which I think I have now. I'm not even actually sure if I actually have like the correct information to actually just like know everything that's going on. There's like, oh right, there was also like the previous era that isn't explaining like the story, but they explain a little bit about it on whatchamacallit. On the second eruption, they talk a little bit about the previous era, and about the Hersher of the end, about what happens to Earth like in the past. Because, for example, for Otto, he's supposed to be like alive for like 500 years. It's like over 500 years old at the moment, and even like the whole deal with Fuhu is that she was there as well. Like they've been like friends, or like they've known each other for over like 500 years. I can't remember exactly what Otto said, but Otto did mention something about 500 years with her. as usual with like anime games and stuff like that, like age is deceptive for every single one of them. Like Himeko's supposed to be like 19, like was 19 at the time that she died. Probably, maybe, or maybe it's just like over 20. Maybe the like little like memory that Kiana had was like years before the second Hersher actually was awakened. Who plays around like a student, but she's like way older, over 500 years, or like around 500 years, like Otto. I don't think I know anything about the other girls. I think Kiana's 16, or Kiana's supposed to be like 16. Mei is supposed to be the senpai, so she's older. And Kiana's supposed to be the youngest, probably like the youngest one, so she's probably like a year younger than Kiana. And Mei being a year older than Kiana. Something along those lines. Maybe I should give a rewatch on of the chapter 9 movie. With this newfound information, they're all 18 plus now. You mean at the moment of part 2? Or at the current moment in time that I'm playing at? Because I know that this is supposed to be like much in the future, as well as whatchamacallit, as well as this. This is also supposed to be way in the future, after the main story, which I still gotta do at one point in time. What time is it actually? Well, it's actually super early. I'm surprised. I don't think I'm gonna be continuing with the with this chapter. I'm probably gonna do it tomorrow, because knowing how long the chapters are, especially this one has to be like insanely long as well. 1, 2, 3. What's I'm at? NA, or like global, or whichever that isn't Japan or China or Southeast Asia. I think it's called the America server. It's either called the North America server or the America server. 12, 13, 14. There's 14, so it's shorter than this one. Yeah. 4 chapters short. But I see one of these things and I'm scared. I'm a little bit scared. I don't want it to be like this chapter where I needed to do like World 1, World 2, and World 3 in order to be able to continue with the story. But yeah, even if this is like 14, I don't think I'm going to be able to finish it today. So I think I'm just going to go and take this time. If you're playing Southeast Asian server, you can add Valkyrie head in main menu. I mean, you can sort of still do that here, right? Well, I guess you can talk to them, but you cannot pat them. You cannot interact with them other than have them talk. By the way, I want to switch her, but I'm waiting for this. I'm sorry, it's not a prank, May. Don't worry about it. I have to make sure that I have all of them at max affection. Just click her head. Yeah. That's not a thing here. I mean, it seems like this game got censored. Like, there's this CG. I have to check it. Because I swear their outfits were way looter in the CG. Them. Rosa and Lily. Yeah, they're 100% nerfed. They're 100%, 11%, not 11%. They're 111% nerfed. Where are they? Where are they? I knew I saw more skin. Yeah, see? She's covered. And she's also covered. So this game did get censored. Oh, also something different from like May that I also noticed, like one of the early chapters. It has to be one of the chapters where they let you have like trial characters. Isn't it? Chapter 4? No. Maybe it's chapter 1? I know I saw it. But you can play 1-1 with your own characters? That's new. And not this one either. Where is it? I swear I saw May with more skin at one point. Like more skin being shown. No, this is like Himeko's chapter. This is entirely Himeko. And this is where you get the new May. Nah, I think it's gone. But on the like little like picture, it shows like this spot right here, this part that's like covered at the moment. It's like not covered. It shows like skin. Like her cleavage is not covered. So it looks like the game has been hit by a couple of like nerfs, and censorship. No free trial if you already cleared the stages. Yeah. And maybe that's the reason why they hadn't changed her image to the newest one, and they have like the ones that they had like a long time ago. It's probably because they just really don't care about it, because you're not going to be using the trial characters anymore either. Anyway, you're going to be using your own characters. I should get started with this. I need to finish this. I need to do my starter manual thingies. I still have like 81 days left, but I still need to do my like adventure task. There's another one where I have to do pause Honkai Odyssey. Where is it? It's not. Is it in the training notes? Adventure task, Memorial Arena. I'll do that later. Universal Mirage. I need to do this here. Clear 1.0 road to fountain in AFO. I need to do this. Defeat 4 different SS rank bosses. I should probably. I'll end up finishing this week. Unlock Battle Pass, Knight or Paladin. Sorry, not happening. Unlock the monthly card. Sorry, it is also not happening. These are a lot of like it's 400 and 200, 600. I wonder if you need to do that in order to be able to unlock her, because very far off. Oh, I also need to do the post Honkai thingy to be able to unlock this stigma. That's like all that I have left. I don't want to get into the this one before finishing this one, the story of this one with Yae Sakura. Maybe I should just do this right now, since I have time. I think I will. I still can't use my new character. Nope, I cannot use my new character. Get leveled up. Yeah, 5 extra levels. Yes, Seele, you're much stronger now. By the way, I love that they had the option to show you all the numbers. I'm a numbers kind of guy. I don't like this. because whenever you upgrade them, you don't know if you're actually getting stronger. I like this because I can see the numbers go up. All my neurons get activated whenever I see numbers going up, even if it's by 6. Even if it's by 6. Also, I'm really happy that they give you like a lot of coins to be able to upgrade everything, so you don't have to like go through the trouble of like going to farm more and more and more and more coins later on. Because I play like other sort of like games like this. I played I remember playing Punishing Great Raven, and when you're upgrading your stuff, you don't have like a a lot of like extra resources that they give you. So at one point you start running out, and when you start running out, then you need to go and farm it. And when you need to go and farm it, then it just like becomes like a big ass bother. Don't forget to accept your adventure tax. That your adventure tax. Everybody has been talking about taxes this couple of days, that it's just stuck in my mind now. I think I already have all of them. I just haven't finished them because I wanted to do the like main story of this mode. So, yeah, like even though I have upgraded all of them to the max level that I currently can, I still have so much of extra resources. 204, 380, 182. And before that I hadn't even like finished using the ones that were all the way back here. Just gonna upgrade everything to the max, and I'm just gonna go into the main story of this mode. Oh, what sucks that is this mode is also one of the old modes that got released, and it doesn't have voice acting. Except for Aichan. Aichan's like the only thing that's voice acted for some reason in this mode. I guess he just gets some mascot privileges. Firm. Source gathering. Yeah, have like all of them. Yeah. I just grabbed every single one of the ones that had like the little like fragments of the Valkyries. Which is nice. Oh, these are probably like all of super old Valkyries, so they're probably not gonna be very useful to me later on. Except for upgrading my stuff in order to be able to get the Dorn stuff done. I know that they're useful in that front. Okay. Do we also have to do like? Does the game make me do like adventure tasks in the other modes that have been unlocked, like for a past Honkai Odyssey? Because since I'm not gonna be able to be playing them right now, it just like kind of feels bad that I'm just wasting resources there. Like I'm not using all my resources there. Kiana Castana, hey, I'm back again. The entity within the stigma has activated another cycle within the memory space. Oops, an outside force, something. Those trapped in it will never be freed. I see. Bronya has analyzed the stigma. Subject Kiana is an outside force and be able to change the memory space. It's risky. Feel free to quit now. No, I will get to the bottom of this and end this tragedy. Good. Loading memory space. Subject Kiana, remember the key sequences of the last cycle. This story is kind of weird. It happens like way too fast. This monster seems stronger at night. What's going on? I'll worry about that later. Taking out the monsters first. Yes, I can let what happened last time happen again. Okay. I'm very much already missing my Seele from chapter 10. Alright, here's this box again. Talk to the NPC. Hey, isn't this Kalen's box? What's this box here? It was you after all, Jaya Sakura. How did you know my name? Because I knew your name. I am you, Jaya Sakura. The purple light. You were the one spawning these monsters. Hmm? me? These monsters bow to your whim and will. You're the one who wants to destroy this village. No, my duty. It's a Miko's duty to protect the village. I must become a good Miko. Like, this feels like a little bit too much of kind of like post Honkai. It's like Walmart DMC with Nero. That really likes Pichik as playable MC, male MC. Or I did see that there was like a playable, like a male character inside it. On when I ended up like clicking on it, so it wouldn't let me go into this mode. I mean, isn't the normal game sort of like that as well? Kind of like MC. There's like a lot of like combos that you can do. At the moment I watched the tutorial of the new character. Protect this village and save everyone. It's really cute, guys. Sakura. Is that what you truly wish for? You want to protect the village that sacrifices little children? I gave my word. Give your word to your sister. Remember this. They murdered your sister. Jairin. No, that's not what happened. Interact with the question mark. I mean, I can respect like a dev that wants to like try things inside of the game. Like on this one, like they're trying for like an open world that they also tried for in like chapter 4 or 5. One of those 2 chapters they tried for like an open world. And this is like you could, I guess you could call this like Walmart. Actually no, it's like more like a dollar store Genshin with like the open world. I don't remember my friend went to he was talking about this this game mode. It's just like this is what people call this like the Genshin beta and stuff like that. Because it's an open world. But this very much feels like an event with how fast things are going. And how like the like if you think about it, like even the dialogue doesn't feel like full on up to par with what's going on in the main story. Feels broken, a little bit broken, like the translation. And there's also like no voice acting. Yes, Sakura, no way, stop listening to it. I can't move at all. Kiana, the dimension is being invaded by residual Honkai. It has paralyzed your movements. Ren is fixing the error. Try to be careful right now. Like, I don't even know why this is happening. They don't give us like a reason. They just say like, oh, this is the space of like stigma and stuff is going on and there's like a loop and Jaya Sakura is like killing everybody. And now Kiana wants to like fix it. It's not what happened. People who killed Ren, they're the ones who killed Ren. Jaya Sakura, they blame you for murdering her so they can feel better about themselves. No, stop it. I'll give you a little trick about this, Seele. Go ahead. Since I'm very new at the game, and although I might have like some sort of like whatchamacallit, some sort of experience from like other games like Punishing Grey Raven, which is very similar to the combat of this game, I do not know the ins and out of it. So I very much accept advice to be able to play better. If you disagree, well, just look at this. This is the monster outside the village this morning. Well, do you have what it takes to protect this village? I'll die trying. Die trying, then what? The monster will go over your dead body and raise the village. Maybe that's what you really want. What are you trying to say? Have something you want. Power. Immense power. You'll be strong enough to protect anyone. Protect anyone. If I have such powers, none of these monsters will survive my onslaught. Ha ha ha. The power is yours, Sakura. Unleash your fury. I must protect. I must kill these monsters. I will kill everything that stops me. I will kill them all. That's right, Sakura. Defeat the new enemy. I think I somehow managed to block my bar because I used 2 of my bars instead of using 1 with my little like charged attack. Oops, cancel the last attack. Back to the box. It's in the box. Memory space fixed. Movements privilege granted. Ah, oh dear, Yasakura, stop. Don't listen to the demon in the box. Do not stop me, Kiana. I will kill these monsters. Yasakura, do not accept that power. If I had these powers earlier, this would have never happened. I must take this power and stop everything. Step aside, you know nothing, Kiana. Yeah, we actually do know nothing. Wait, hey, the instability has returned.
欲しいのみんなは元気かな。この程度。
Okay, kill more enemies. I think this is a new thing. I noticed that I'm getting whatchamacallit, energy in the bar when I kill an enemy. Oh, not anyone take Rin away from me. Why? Why, Rin? Wake up, Jaya Sakura. I severed the ropes that bound Rin. We were meant to escape together, but they've hamstrung her hands and feet. She knelt there, right there, and then she raised her head and said, "Kill me, Sakura. Let me die to save this village." Why? I couldn't save her. I couldn't. What could I do? I can't believe the pain she went through. To think they would hamstring her hands and feet. She was in pain, and she smiled at me and told me, "Please protect everyone." What could I do? I couldn't save her. I had to put her out of her misery. It's not too late, Sakura. Not too late. It's way too late. She's dead, and my sister Rin is dead. We meet again, Kalen. You're the one who corrupted Sakura, demon in the box. Return Sakura to me now. Return her to you. Ha ha ha. Sakura wanted it to end this way. Impossible. I've only known her for a few days, but I can tell she's very kind and strong. She's not that kind of person. I'm gonna guess that this is just like a fail, because on the first loop this is like this kind of like ending that happened. Enough talk, Paladin. I knew that from the second world, I knew that I had heard Paladin before. In the first loop, the demon in the box also calls Kallen Paladin. So the Paladin that helped Otto in World 2 of Chapter 10 or 11 on Chapter 11 was actually Kallen. Shall settle this by force of arms if you want your Jaya Sakura. Kallen is immune to all elemental damage. So I'm the baddie? Yep, I'm the baddie. Damn it. I couldn't get the dodge in time. See the blue bar above her HP, it's filled with percent used, or it will be filled to put in up to 50%. The normal top wall combo will cover the bar again. I'm guessing that's what you want to say. Yeah. Luckily, I already know about that, but her tutorial taught me about that. There was something that could happen happened. There was so many possibilities, maybe it's just a vision or rewind time to when the first met. But here's the question that I have. In terms of what might be the best, there are two options. You either go for the value of just waiting until the bar is at half and regening it with like the special charged attack, or there's the value of trying to use that attack as soon as your evasion dinghy is back off of cooldown, and just being able to use it just like also trying to say words, English stuff. Is it better to use it when it's at half, or is it better to use it as soon as it's off of cooldown? Will it give you like more sort of like DPS? That's like my question. Current mission level 11 from the request. What? Why did it end like this? What on earth is going on? Need to wait. It's better to wait. Use it when it's half. Okay, I'll use it when it's half now. Because so far I've been using it as soon as it is off of cooldown. Bronya, what is going on? Bronya postulates the residual Honkai within the Stigma's will has affected this mismatch error occurred within Stigma space, forcing it to reject any outside influence. Is there a way to fix this? Da. Bronya has fully controlled the analysis of this entire space. The problem has been neutralized. There's still hope. Lead the way, Subject Kiana. Awesome, let's do it. And this time, I'll bust the demon's head open. Da, remember, Subject Kiana, you will only exert little influence to the memory space. Existing entities within the memory space will be critical. Try to borrow some of Kalen's power. I know what I have to do. I won't let Jaya Sakura go astray this time. The power of cute girls kissing each other. There's strong waves in space. Alright, Kalen. To bring back Jaya Sakura, you have to kiss her instead of her kissing you. This is very early in the game, then 100% the strongest power is that of fan service between girls. Power of Yuri. Kalen, wake up. What's happening? It's Jaya Sakura. I saw her leaving the shrine on her own. I don't see anything wrong with that, Kiana. This is the third time I was forced Kalen to join me. Alright. Oh dear, Kalen, I think Jaya Sakura wants to solo these monsters. What? Are you sure? Yeah, she's holding her katana and looks super serious. She's definitely doing something crazy. Can't let her face danger alone. Let's go check on her. Yeah, no, that was terrible. But it worked, so it doesn't matter. Watch this, guys. Blade vulnerability takes 50%. Don't! Takes 50% more. Don't! 50% damage from attacks that by blade weapons. Do not have a blade weapon. Well, I activated it anyway. Oh yeah, I don't think it matters. They're too weak. They are way too weak. There we go. Oh, that's another one. Perfect. That's completed. Go fill my health. Yeah, Sakura. Went to patrol the area around the village, but I didn't expect you to wake up. This is? Yes, this is where my sister Jairin rests. She died 4 years ago. 4 years ago? Wait, that girl said something happened 4 years ago. What happened? I want to drag you into this. The village chief said you had a grudge. It's the thing that happened 4 years ago, right? We'll face this alone. Stop this nonsense. We're your friends, Sakura. You don't have to face this alone. Tell us the truth. 4 years ago. Wait, this smell. It's the monster we fought in the morning. Damn it. We almost got her telling us the truth. Let's bring down the monster first. We'll fight alongside you. Kiana, you ready? Oh, yes. It's not here. Whew. Give me a second, I'm taking a drink. Feel snapped. Half. That's it. Here we go. How was that? Was that better? finally took care of it. Yes, Sakura, you were saying? It's rather late. We should head back and rest. You're hiding something, Yes, Sakura. This is not the time for mundane talk. There's monster sightings around the village. Are you facing them alone? I'm already asking too much of you. If you're going to fight them, then I'm going with you. Helen, you haven't fully recovered. What about your injury from yesterday? Those wounds haven't healed as well. And stronger monsters might appear. We must face them together. I've exposed you to the danger yesterday. I won't do it again. I won't be protecting you once the fighting starts, so you should watch out for yourselves. Alright. I don't mind. Go. I don't think this was the mission though. Yeah, I got caught. Or maybe it was the mission. So I'm meant to go back now. If you do that correctly, you can you can use 2 charge attacks and 1 ult. Did I mess it up somewhere then? Are you alright? Has your wound reopened? Just a scratch, nothing serious. It will heal on its own. This wound is nothing when I fought alone. You're not alone now, Sakura. It's alright. No way, I can't let you get hurt, Sakura. Helen, why? I can't let you get hurt like this. Let's head back to the shrine. I'll tend to your wounds. Who's Sakura? The wound isn't deep, but it might fester if left untreated. But I've cleaned and patched it up. Where is she then? Sakura wants to tell us something before her sister's graves. She had me wait for you here. Let's go. Has Sakura changed this time? Good question. We'll find out soon. Onwards to the grave. How nice of them to teleport me. 4 years since the sacrifice, the rains have blessed our fields of rice. The winds come and go as they like. Yet this exhausted soul flutters like a kite. What's she doing? She's praying to her dead sister. Come and go, come and go. Helen, Kiana, you're here? Been here for a while. I'll tell you the truth. This village sacrifices children to please the god. They offer the lives of young children to receive Kami-sama's blessing. That's absurd. Only an evil god will demand this. Perhaps. I used to be like the villagers and thought this was the way things work. But 4 years ago I realized how absurd it is. Sorry, Sakura, I came too late. I could not stop Rin's death. But this is not too late. I am by your side. I will protect you for the rest of my life. But there is no buts. You'll never be alone, Sakura. Helen, you seem ready to. Kiana, heading to the shrine. Follow me. Right, on to the shrine. Please teleport me. Thank you. In my dreams, I went to the altar. Rin was on her knees. She said to me, Neshan, you must protect everyone and become a great Miko. I couldn't save her. I watched her die. But I gave Rin my word. I'll protect the villagers and become a great Miko. I'm no longer alone. What's happening? I was so close. I was so close to corrupting her entirety. Onto the shrine. Kill the demon in the box. Helen? It's alright, Sakura. I'm here. Curses. You again, Castellana. Castellana! Is that the embodiment of the Honkai? Yes. This entity can no longer stay within your body. It's nothing but lingering hate. Defeat it together, Sakura. Sakura? Yes, please help me. Alright, I'm gonna wait 125. Start the attack. Wait until half, or like close to half. I gotta dodge between that. I probably regen enough to actually do it twice. Yeah. Wait, I'm fighting her? She's an enemy? I thought she was helping me. Well, my bad, I guess. Choices of Steins Gate.
2人の協力により箱の中の悪魔は倒され、この地を侵食していた崩壊も浄化された。以来、カレンと八重桜はこの一新された八重村で平穏で幸せな生活を送ることができた。
Happy ending! The power of Yuri!
聖魂が作り出した幻だとしても、少女たちは素晴らしい日々を送ることができた。
Yay! In the countless past possibility, the soul inside the stigma finally received its wish. It fought too hard for its small happiness, but it would continue to fight it on to future generations. I never knew Stigmata can create memory spaces like this. Stigmata are still a mystery to us. Even ch11 technology can't figure it out. Hehe. Don't want to show off, but I managed to get this problem solved. Ha! They probably let their guard down to your non-threatening sincerity. What will happen to them now, though? Nothing will change. Kiana, the stigma only activated a memory space. I know history can't change, but in this dreamscape, a happily ever after ending for the two of them makes me really happy. Of course it does. Of course it will make you happy. It's the power of Yuri, and you also need the power of Yuri, Kiana. Explain. The once peaceful stigma place has become unstable again. Yaya Sakura has embarked on a new adventure to find Kane. Right? I guess it's a side story though. Should I be doing the side story? Is it actually important? I guess I should do it. I guess I completed that. Yep, Shadow Dash Fragments, thank you very much. If it's saying that I need to do this, then I guess I need to do it. Right. I was able to do 2 charged attacks this time, but I think it was only able because I dodged and I gained back some of the energy. Everything that I see or touch now. The grass beneath me, the sky above me, and the clan beside me. And the clan by my side. They're all fake. But I'm willing to give in to this false reality, and I pray that it will last forever. Sorry, Sakura. I may not be able to stay by your side anymore. Why? Sakura, take care of yourself. Oh no, it's bugged again. Can you try Teresa, Lunar Vow, Crimson Love in Tactics class? I want your opinion about my wife, but she will never leave. I must find her. Sure. As soon as I'm done with this. I want to be able to finish this because if I don't finish it now that I have like extra time, I don't think I'll be able to finish it later on. Simply because the stories have been getting longer and longer. The main story. And I usually try to end like at 2 p.m. my time in order to be able to eat, which is in like 30 minutes. I thought this thing crap. Forget it. I'll ask if they've seen Cullen. So for some reason now Sakura knows that this is a stigma space. Or a stigma memory. Excuse me, have you seen a young girl in black? Possible, why would a kid turn out to be a monster? We can't show mercy to monsters. Alright, she's crazy. Good talk. Can't talk to her at all? Talk to the villagers. Not you. You. Excuse me, have you seen a young girl in black? I've never seen the child use magic, but since they just say she's the monster, I suppose they're right. They're always right. Alright. She's also going crazy. Who's next? Did I miss someone back here? You do not want to talk to me. You do not want to talk to me. Ah, you. Excuse me, have you seen a young girl in black? We managed to catch her when she has her guard down, but she didn't do anything wrong. Okay. And now I talk to the basket. A rumbling sound is coming from the wine barrel. Finally got out of here. The little guy. That wasn't like the main menu. Well, rescue at last. I don't know why these villagers trapped me in this wine barrel. Are they trying to cook me? What are you doing? Well, what are you? Oni demon? Oni demon? I'm a human. Well, this isn't the time for chit chat. Hey, you get me out of here. Those villagers will make me into barbecue if they catch me. Alright, little one, let's get out of here. You're cute. Kill this monster, says the villagers. There we go. I like her. She's too cute. She's really cute. 1, 2, 3 kids. Hand in hand, play snowballs. Sing to the 4th line. 3 kids left. 1 slipper is lost. The beginning of the story hasn't been told. It's all gone. Oh, so many dead souls up this way. Up ahead, come this way. Phew! Got out in one piece. Awesome skills, Aneki. What should I call you? Aneki? Oh, I'm Jai Sakura. Who are you? Oh, crap, I can't even remember who I was. Oh dear, I forgot about my name. I can't even remember anything before being trapped in the white barrel. Well, luckily enough, we do have your name, Higokumaru. I remember being captured. Don't even know why. I didn't do anything wrong. I really need a name. Hey, Aneki, can you give me a name? She does have a familiar face. Remind me of an old friend, but it's got one hell of a name. I'll call you something nicer. How about Hikokumaru? Whoa, I love it. Alright, Aneki, can you help me out? I need to head to the Celestial Castle. I'll need an escort to those hungry villagers. Celestial Castle? The place even exists here? Sorry, but I need to look for my friend. No time to help you. Oh? You can't leave a cute girl like me in the cold. Aneki, wait, I can help you as well. Oh, tell me about it. I'm really familiar about this place. I can definitely help you. I've been in Jaya Village for over 500 years. I'm pretty familiar with this place myself. Oh, I can help you get intel. You can't refuse a cute girl asking questions. But I thought you were trying to escape the hungry villagers. Ah, Neki, please help. I don't want to become barbecue. This is really like an event story. This four-ball looks pretty sad. Perhaps there's something important at the Celestial Castle. Alright, we'll do this quick. Help you for now. Alright, on to the Celestial Castle. Whew. There really is way too much reading in this like side story. I hope Post Honkai Odyssey is like fully voiced. The first part was voiced at the very least, but I haven't done. God dang it. The first scene where you talk to like Mei is fully voice acted, but I don't know what's gonna happen once you get into the game. Just like what's going on right now. Finally arrived. Never knew there's a castle at this place. Why do you want to be here, Higokumaru? I don't know. I lost most of my memories. I know I wanted to go to the Celestial Castle. There's something important inside. I might remember who I am if I take it back. Wait, could she be? Right, Aneki. Let's head to the top of the Celestial Castle. Oh, the door's locked. Here you are. Kill that monster. Over my dead body. Maybe I should have ulted them. They seem to be kind of tanky. Higokumaru, why can you not be that strong when fighting with me? Hey, the door's opened? Did I just bash it open? Whoa, I never knew I was that awesome. This power. Oh, Aneki, you gave me a killer stare. The power reminds me of an old enemy. Oh, that must be some coincidence. I never did anything naughty. Nuh-uh. Never. Please believe me, Aneki. Oh? I just remembered something. I was captured before as well. They even did bad things to me. But I didn't hurt them. I am definitely a good girl. I understand. I misspoke. Sorry. You're a cute girl. Higokumaru. It's alright. Let's head inside the Celestial Castle. Another locked door. Ha, watch this. Hey, my fireball isn't working. I'll need more power. Those villagers seem to be related to Higokumaru's powers. If we can find other villagers, perhaps we can find more villagers. They're turning me into barbecue. Found the villagers. In Pulse Honkai, they use the same team mechanic as the normal mode, so you can play whoever you want to play. Only Pulse Honkai characters. I missed dialogue. Wait, it can't be. Wait, she's trying to talk to us. Taking the child away. Why? She didn't do anything wrong. Can't do anything at all. This is the final night. Should make her some decent food. But can you help me get some food and ingredients? Understood, leave it to us. Greater find the food. Just follow your nose. Am I done? Great, I can make a proper meal for the girl. I'll put some fried tofu. Fried tofu sounds familiar. Thanks for your help. This is for you. What's this? Right, opening the door again. Empowering Higokumaru opens the way to the upper floors. I'm getting a rush of memories when I become stronger. Why did they do this to me? I didn't do anything wrong. What's wrong, Higokumaru? Nothing. Let's go to the next floor. So it's not like this mode where you can use any character that you want. There are people living in the Celestial Castle. That Pulse Honkai mode only lets you use characters from that mode in specific. Looking to the castle to hide from the monster, it's that imp's fault. She was the one that rained the disaster down on us. We want to head to the top floor, but the door is still. What do you know? The Celestial Castle is filled with monsters as well. We can open a window unless we can guarantee safety. Got it. I'll eradicate the monsters. Might as well. I love the reset from this character, from this Valk. Go.
これで人類は救われるんだ。あの子に落ち度はないが、律者になった以上、見逃すわけにはいかない。私の権限でここに入り、殺すことに成功した。何が起きているのだ。どうして殺されなきゃいけないの。バカな。律者なら殺したはずだぞ。どうして僕を傷つけるんだ。
The Hersher. So Higokumaru was locked and killed, and because she was locked and killed, she turned into a Hersher. I think. I mean, they really aren't giving me much to go on. Much information. But so far, the only key elements that they've really shown is Higokumaru saying that she got locked and people did bad things to her, and there's those scenes which are supposed to be like from Higokumaru's memory, and someone stabbed her to death, but she didn't die. Instead of dying, she became into a Hersher. And all of this story is like completely different from like the story from Talon and Guy Sakura. Or maybe there's a link. So far there isn't a link other than we're sort of finding these memories while trying to look for her. She's the Hersher, that's why they kill her. But too bad she didn't die.
封印できた。まさか死後に覚醒する力が存在するとは。
She awakened only in her
崩
death.
壊獣のみならず機械と他の生命をも操れる力があるとは。箱で意識を隔離できたが、いつしの意識が死んだわけではない。これだけ多くの人々の死を招いたんだ。長い長い月日の中でその罪を悔い改めるといい。
But wasn't it your fault? She only awakened because she died. The rush of memories became more intense when it gets stronger. I've heard a lot of people a very long time ago. Thousands? Millions? Billions? What's going on? You don't look too well. And Nikki, what would you do if you found out that I was a bad person? I get scared when I get stronger, and I'm scared that I might use those powers to hurt people. Power is a double-edged sword, Hyokumaru. Do not let power control you. You walk the dark path. I will cut you down before you have the chance to hurt anyone. That won't happen to Nikki. Controlling my power is like eating a piece of fried tofu to me. And Nikki, your words are very comforting to me. Thank you. How can such a cute small thing be evil? This is where I came from. But I'm not supposed to know that. Don't tell anyone. The devs are reusing assets. Not like it's bad to actually reuse assets. I remember someone some time ago once got mad like at some devs because they were apparently reusing assets because every single like rock that there was in the world. It's an open world game, by the way, because every rock that was in the world wasn't like hand drawn, or like every single one wasn't unique in itself. And I thought the idea was just like pretty crazy. If somebody tried to make a game like that, they probably take years to be able to complete it just because they have to like hand draw every single damn rock in the world. Maybe if it was just like a super half health or like half bar. Maybe if it was like a super indie game, just like some sort of like side scroller, maybe you can do that and draw every single one of the rocks, but whoa, spin.
外のことも時間の流れもわからないまま、憎しみだけが増していった。そうやって僕は何千年何万年と暗闇の中にいた。それからある日、一人の巫女が箱を開けた。僕はあの巫女の心に僕と同じ憎しみを見つけた。そう、僕は復讐の道具を見つけたのだ。
Okay. But hey, does that mean I knew a Nikki before this? I seem to have done something bad to her. Why did it end like this? What should I do? I don't know, don't ask me, Hyokumaru. That's the top floor of the Celestial Castle. Something dangerous is shut inside. We've decided to stay put. Godspeed to you if you intend to go farther up. This? Oh. I'm gonna guess that's it. So cute. I can't. It's just way too cute.
もし僕が本当に案ずるなひ玉丸。わらわは汝を信じておる。それに前に言った通り、何かあればわらわが汝を止める。桜ね、ありがとう。過去のことはもう終わったこと。僕にはもうこの復讐のための力は必要ない。桜ね、この力を桜ねの役に立ててくれ。は
あ。
私の愚かさのおかげで元に戻ったわ。愚か。わらわは最初から汝であると分かっていたさ。じゃが、飛玉丸から汝であっても善良な一面があると分かったのでな。飛玉丸よ、復讐はやめたらどうじゃ。復讐？復讐を諦めて善良なものになるのもいいかもしれぬがな。ああ、八重桜。昔はよくもわらわを痛めつけてくれたな。約束を果たさねばならぬようじゃ。
I may be a little bit lost. Jiso Mitama has high elemental resistance. Well, good thing that probably all my characters are. Fight the darkness in your heart. Higokumara, wake up. Don't make me slap you. All the characters that I have right now are physical. Ugh, but she's very tanky. Maybe you just need to debuff. Didn't she should still be debuffed? Or it? Whatever the hell this is supposed to be now? I feel like I'm missing a little bit of information somewhere in this like storyline. That's probably gonna be the best attack for when I have like this little like mode, because I can keep refilling my bar. Right, half. Sumitama's shield weaken all incoming attacks, attacking with all you got to break the shield. There we go, got it. I don't think I'm gonna get my ult anytime soon, so I'm just gonna use my bar. Perfect. Not perfect. I lost my ult. This shield is really tough. There we go. Oh, but I already used all my bar. Alright, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's dead already. Got it.
よく戻った、飛玉丸。
桜ね、ごめん。さっきは操られちゃってて。僕の本心じゃないよ。
分かっておる。
僕、全部思い出したよ。僕は昔、たくさんの人を傷つけた。桜ねにもひどいことをした。
500年も前のことじゃ、もう気にしておらぬ。わらわが今案じるのは消息が知れぬカレンだけじゃ。
Aneki, are you going to call me Hellmaru again? I'm fine. I gave you a nice name, Higokumaru. Thank you, Aneki. I have my powers back. I learned about everything that happened here. And it was only a figment of your imagination. That's not a nice thing to say, Higokumaru. My weakening powers destabilized the stagnant space. The memories about Kalan, well, it disappeared during that ability. What? Is that true? Sorry. But there's a way I can help. The cursed katana, Jiso Mitama, it's infused with my Hersher core. I was the 12th Hersher 50,000 years ago. They called me Corruption Incarnate. There we go. This is the explanation that I was looking for. I could project my will into any object and control it. If you get this power, perhaps you can project your will into the real world as well. Kalan no longer exists in the real world, but we can get Jiso Mitama first. controller disconnected. Yeah, my controller had disconnected. You said you know everything about this space. Can you explain the mask? Ah, it's mask. That's it. Oh, lovely lady, please don't hold back. Love is elusive, so try not to let it go when you find it. Don't wait until your heart is stolen by me, just like this treasure. Persona? I should have brought you a gift, dear lady. It's the first time we've met after all. Eh? This is literally Persona. This is Persona as hell. But please forgive me, as the power within the blade is too dangerous. Uh-huh. Go on. Allow me to take this blade and put it somewhere safe. This voice, wait, who are you? Huh. I must confess, you feel very familiar to me, I think. Almost as if I've known you for a lifetime. This must be love at first sight. But please, God damn it. I believe fate will bring us together again soon enough. Don't go! Probably the easiest thing to read. Give chase! Alright, I'm chasing. Or am I? Higokumaru-chan. I didn't understand what you said. Explain. Side story cleared. Is that it? That was the last storyline mission. These are actual, like, side stories. Is it over? Was that it? This open world story felt kind of weird, because at the start it was about Yae, Sakura, and Kallen in this box. But later on like the actual side story, instead of like the main part of the story, is when you actually find out about stuff that's happening, like the box being something from like 50,000 years ago, and Higokumaru getting sealed, which is like Higokumaru is like a Hersher, and also it's also pretty funny that by the way, I don't know if you had actually noticed this, but let me give you like a little bit of trivia. They call it Hellmaru. And I'm pretty sure hell in Japanese is Jigokumaru. No, not Jigokumaru, it's Jigoku. So the only thing that Sakura did is she swapped what would be a J here for an H. So instead of being Hellmaru, it's Higokumaru. Instead of Jigokumaru, it's Higokumaru. And that's pretty much it. Is Sakura a pun lord or some sort? Is she gonna show up later on? Is she gonna become just like a pun lord? But it says, yeah, storyline mission. Bam, 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 and the side story. And there's no more main missions. For now. And these are all full-on side missions. Oh, wait, what if that's actually the play? What if it's just like, Hi Gokumaru? I mean, I'd believe it. No, but that doesn't fit in Japanese. Because they don't have long vowels. But I guess it does work in English. It does work in English, but it doesn't work in Japanese. But this game is not Japanese. This game is Chinese. So there's another conundrum there. So I'm guessing it's done. I'm guessing that's it for this. I finished all of the storyline missions. Is that all that this like open world thingy had? It was pretty short. It does feel like an event. It feels like an event made permanent. that's it. It's like nothing much. I just need to do the adventure task. I already did one. And I think it's literally just in time. 5 minutes before 2 p.m. The time where I usually stop. So yeah, this was. I mean, I guess it's normal that the story ended up being short because I only played the EX version or like the EX stage. But I'm gonna guess that this one is gonna be way too long. Who knows if I even be able to finish chapter 12 on the next stream, on like on like a single stream. All right. So the quick rundown. First off, rundown from the open world. I don't think I can run it down. I don't think I was even able to actually get what was going on. I don't really fully see the connection between Jaya Sakura, Kallen, and the whole deal that happened with the box. All I know is that apparently on like that little like event story, or I don't know if it's supposed to be like a full-on serious story. The 50,000 years ago there was a Hersher, and that Hersher could only be awakened when the host was killed, and so that one person decided to kill the host, and then the Hersher awakened, and then she killed billions of people. And after that, she was sealed in a box, and after she was sealed in the box, she became a cute little fox girl, and we like our cute little fox girl, so now we keep her. The end. And that's a rundown on like the on the open world. Now, rundown of chapter 11. Bronya is able to gain a new power with the help of Joachim, and gains what seems to be the first Hersher's core, and gets a newfound power, which was also thanks to Seele, because apparently she was starting to get like corrupted. She was starting to get beat by whatever that monster was, or whatever was just like holding it down. Those like tentacle things just look like Honkai, like the tissue or like the skin of like Honkai. So she was getting like completely corrupted by them, and she was about to lose, but Seele, or like the image of Seele, helped her push forward, take the core, fight for Plalock, and defeat it. And now Bronya's objective is, that's the first open world map. The abandoned open world projects a long time ago. Unlucky. Where was I? Alright, now Bronya's objective is to seal the Serpent, do not let it out onto the real world, and find Seele. Those are the two objectives that Bronya has right now that I can think of. And Chapter 11EX is actually something that happened a month before all of this happened, where it's the story of like Kiana and what was going on with her, where she's getting absolutely eaten by grief, guilt, and the fact that she houses the second Hersher inside her body that wants to take over her, or if not take over her, make Kiana join her side, the side of the second Hersher, and destroy the world, just like Season 1. But thanks to Fuhua, and thanks to perhaps the memory of Himeko, Himeko being like her, what would you call it, a role model, or like her hero, yeah, she's able to push through the taunts and the corruption of the second Hersher, and she's able to gain a newfound power just like Bronya. And no, who said it? You're able to, what were the words I said? That you're able to control the powers of the second Hersher while keeping the second Hersher sealed inside her. Yes. She now has the control over the powers of the second Hersher. So, in other words, there's no image of him. In other words, Otto's plan was successful to create a human with the powers of a Herrscher. Now, as to what that's gonna be, what that means, in the future of like a month later, what that will mean, we don't know anything about that. The SS team still hasn't found Kiana, and it seems that at the moment, Otto's team also has not found Kiana. And we still don't have like any information on May's team, because May was supposed to go with Tesla in order to find Kiana. We have absolutely zero information about this yet. So, is Kiana gonna be able to fight against Otto's forces, which include Rita at the moment? Will she fall to them? And will we have to actually go and save her the moment that Bronya is out of the Sea of Quanta with her newfound powers of having the motorcycle license? And a bunch of guns that she can just completely make them appear out of thin air. Which is actually strange, you know? If this is supposed to be like the power of the first Herrscher, they mentioned, Welt mentioned that he has the power to create anything that humanity has already done, but she doesn't do that, or at the very least, she's not doing that right now. She's not creating like tanks and artillery and like warships in order to be able to take down her enemies. She does create all of like these weapons out of mid-air, and a road, and she also creates a road to be able to dodge Thalok's blows. But she doesn't use like the full might or the full power that's supposed that Weld had. As to why? Hell if I know. I guess we'll find out later on. Yeah, I still like a lot. It's way too much. And even though having like long chapters is like really nice, it feels kind of sad, because it feels like the more that I'm gonna be going towards, the more that I'm gonna be advancing in the game, the less likely I'm gonna be able to be finishing a single chapter per stream, because I hunger for food. Like right now, I'm hungering for food. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all that has happened so far on like the story. And we're also seeing like on the thumbnail for the next chapter, there's Bronya, there's Teresa. So I guess we're gonna end up continuing, and we're gonna finish like this full arc, and this full arc is just gonna be the full arc was supposed to be completely about Bronya, but they added this little like EX to show what happened to like Kiana. And it really was little. It was really short. I'm surprised of how short it was, because I don't think even the Arc Stalker and the Dark Serpent were that short. 9 stages. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that's how I'm gonna end it today. For the next stream, I'll be continuing and doing chapter 12. And as usual, if I have time, I'm probably gonna start this little thing here. This game mode. And we'll see what this is all about. What's gonna end up happening? What is going on in the world after the main story? And who is this dude? And what's up with her? And her. Unlocked after completing 1-3 Heroes 2. Those are still the current enigmas. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was fun to see two movies on one stream. So I feel spoiled. I feel absolutely spoiled, even though I was lazy in the morning and I didn't want to get up. I might take a break for one day just like sleep in if I'm feeling way too lazy. I've been doing this. Thing about it is that I've been doing the stream like announcements on my Twitter, and preparing like the waiting room and the night before the day that I'm gonna be streaming, and then I just make like I make a scheduled post in Twitter. I'm never calling it X, and I just leave that waiting room up. So I'd really have to decide like the day before if I really want to take like a rest or not. But at the same time, I don't really want to take a rest because it's taking me so long now. I thought I was gonna be able to do like 3 chapters per like day or like per stream, but it doesn't look like that's the case at the very least anymore. And there's still way too much. Like if I do a stream per day, it's gonna take me over a month to be able to finish all of the main story. And it's all because my internet is not good enough to be able to hold like 3 people using their phones plus Netflix plus other things. Who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky one weekend and my family will be gone and I'll stay at home and I'll be able to have like a really long stream because no one's gonna end up bothering me if I'm home alone. Yeah, it was fun. I can't wait to see what's gonna end up happening to Bronya. And Teresa also shows up. There's still a little bit of like a couple of like enigmas that we haven't really found out on Teresa's side. They were fighting Honkai Beast. They were for some reason getting called. Oh, I wonder, is the Eye of the Deep still open? Is that the reason why what's I thinking about it? Is the Eye of the Deep still open? Is that why Bronya must actually like hurry? Does she need to like hurry in finding Seele and getting out? Because it keeps summoning Honkai Beast like at its location. And maybe that's why we're gonna be seeing Teresa in the next one. Because we still have the problem of Cocolia. We have the problem of Einstein being gone. We have the problem of Grey Serpent doing Grey Serpent things and not dying. And I think that's it. Teresa defending Cocolia, Einstein, and Grey Serpent. Those are the problems on Teresa's side. So I guess we'll end up finding more about them on the next stream. So, with that being said, probably gonna end it right now. I'm gonna go heat up some food. I'll do my dailies later on. I'll finish my adventure task, so I'm gonna be able to get this character for next time, which I'll never gonna end up using. Oh, I know what I need to do. Please give her to me. I know I am already unlucky because I'm going... This is gonna put me down to 20 before pity. But please, give her to me 9. Bye-bye, Storm. Nice to see you here. Thanks for hanging out with me and thanks for telling me the cruel truth of Chapter 9. Please. Is this the last one? I think that was the last one. Yeah. This sucks. Yeah, I'm in pain. I also need to find out what I'm going to be doing with this. I don't know what I'm going to end up grabbing. Maybe I'll ask my friend. Maybe he'll know what's good within these. Yep. Anyways, 0 luck. I guess I can upgrade my new Valkyrie. I don't know if it's time to actually get her to SS. I have a chance of getting her at SS if I go to the shop, but I'll check that out later. I'm already feeling way too unlucky. All my happiness has been drained. I'll never be able to get the new character. But tomorrow I have 800 extra to be able to try and pull for her. So, next stream, chapter 12. Hopefully finish it off in one stream. And if you had fun with me, of course, consider subscribing, consider liking the stream. And if you also have like some sort of like tips, if there were problems with the audio or anything of the sort that I never noticed, you can also tell me in the comments. If there's some sort of like, I forgot to mention this a couple of times, but if there's like some order that I should be following on certain things that the game is not telling me about, like with the visual novels or the manga or something else, or maybe like the open world, maybe I shouldn't be doing the open world right now, the past Honkai Odyssey, and I should be waiting for later for some reason, because I haven't checked when it was released chronologically compared to like the other chapters, like in what patch it was like released. If you have any tips like that, then please tell me about them. I want to be able to play this game. Like I'm paying a lot of attention to this game, so I want to be able to do things right, to be able to have all the information, to have the information that the game wants me to have before I get to like that spot in time, like with the second eruption that I didn't read it, and I need to have that information in order to be able to understand a couple of things that happened in chapter 9 that I missed out upon, that I missed out on. If you got any tips like that, then of course do tell me. I don't mind. If you got tips about gameplay, like I just got like the double charge attack for Seele kind of thing tip, I also take those. Like I'm not that selfish to like or think too that highly of myself in order to like not take like what you will call it, advices, tips and tricks from people that are actually have been playing this game for way longer than me. Because yeah, I'm the kind of person that really likes just to get better at the games that he's playing. Like I've played like a couple like whatchamacallit, multiplayer competitive games, like the ranked games that I've gotten like the only reason that I've only been able to get better on those games is because I see myself and I'm able to see like, yes, this place sucked, I did this wrong, and I'm able to just like work on it to actually get better on it. Like that's my drive whenever I'm playing like games. I don't want to be like the guy that never understands anything or just like ignores tutorials or ignores advices and makes his own like playthrough a pain, even though it shouldn't be, just because I don't want to study about the game. I don't want to understand, or I'm just like too. It's fine, May. I'm just talking. May, chill out, okay? Because I'm just being like too headstrong or like being too dumb and just like I don't want to like listen to anybody else or that sort of thing. So yeah, with that, I'll be ending the stream. Thank you everybody for watching, and see you next time.